Hey, want to see your suggestions drawn on a future episode of the Doodle Stream? Join me live every Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/MrHinkleDraws. But while you're here, enjoy this previously recorded live stream. And don't forget, as an artist, I require validation. Hit that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe for more art from MrHinkleDraws. So I will ensure I always transition when the song ends. That is very important to me. It's important to me to make sure I let the theme song properly end before I switch over to the mainstream. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Doodle Stream, where every Friday here on Twitch, we spend 3 hours together while I do my very best to try and doodle your ideas and suggestions from the chat. I pick the theme and you pitch the ideas. I hope everybody's well. It is very nice seeing you all here. As always, it is greatly appreciated. If you like the artwork you see today, don't forget you can find even more from me across social media at MrHinkleDraws, ! Socials in the chat. Same username everywhere. It's really, really easy. And if you really want to help keep the creativity flowing, please consider supporting my work on Patreon. ! Patreon in the chat. Patreon helps content creators by providing a platform for their fans to pledge continuous financial support. Tiers are as low as $1 a month and offer a wealth of rewards, such as exclusive content, gifts in the mail, which I actually just dropped off in the mail today, and a lot of other opportunities to directly impact projects I'm working on. So if it's within your means, please consider it. It is really important. Check it out. I think it's a pretty good value for what I offer. So it's nice to see everybody here. Nice to see Steve is here and Deanna's here. And Deanna did a thing, I think, right when I started. I saw it in the starting soon screen. What did you do? What have you done? Subscribe to Tier 1. Thank you. Appreciate it. 13 months in a row, too. Super appreciated. And I think Joseph Zawada is here, too. Wasabi Savior 666. Nice to see you. Hello, everybody. I trust you all can hear me, too, because I'm pretty sure at this point, if you couldn't, somebody would have said something. Kevin, we can't hear you. So today is special, everybody. This is our second week of, thank you, confirmation, I am heard. This is the second week of my streams during the Grasslands Kickstarter campaign. And you guys that follow me a lot know all the stuff I'm working on. You know that I went directly from the Pro Gamer's Guide to Healthy Habits straight into Grasslands. So I had back-to-back Kickstarters, technically on top of each other by about a week. So this is the second live stream within that campaign. That's why we've got the advertisement in the upper left-hand corner. Also, I have a guest with me again. So just like last week I had the author of Grasslands on the stream with me. That was Lawrence. He was here, and I think I saw him really early on in the chat. Maybe he was lurking. I kind of think I recall seeing his name. Maybe. Yeah, there he is. See? Hello. Good to see you. This week, I have another special guest. So joining me today is the art director for Grasslands and a ton of other projects at Authocracy Studios /books. Is Ben Mills. Ben is here. Hopefully he can hear me.
No!
Everyone's like, I'm deaf. I'm all deaf now.
Everybody, thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. Let me know. Hopefully, yeah, you guys should be able to hear him. I can see the audio levels, so I'm fairly sure you can hear him.
For the bit that peaks, that's me.
Yeah, when it dives into the yellow and red, that's probably Ben.
Oh yeah. See you, boy.
Yeah. Steve says, "Wow."
Thank you, Steve.
Deanna says, "I can't wait to get this book delivered." Also, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Ray? Nice to see you, Ray, here right at the beginning. Ray threw a hi, Kevin, in the chat, so we had a little SpongeBob clip. So, what's really, really cool about today is Ben is he's a fellow artist. No offense to Lawrence last week. He was awesome. But Ben also draws. So look at this. Look, guys. Look. It's double the artwork. Okay. This is not gonna be like super fancy, but I'm gonna show you guys the stuff he's drawing. He's gonna draw with me today. I just can't have it so that you can see both of our stuff at the same time. You guys know the drill. That's how it used to be.
You able to like drag in the window? Yeah, is that working?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and thank you, Bubble Avo, just subscribed 4 months in a row. Appreciate it. The time flies when you are doodling fun things. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Ray's at work, so he's sneaking. He's playing work
Stealth
cookie.
mode, I like it.
So yes, Ben, welcome to the show.
Thank you, dude.
I appreciate it.
I will say very briefly, there was a moment in the intro where you roboted for all of 15 seconds.
Nice.
So I might robot for you too. So that might be a bit of that, but I think we'll be fine.
Sweet.
It's on my end. My internet's stinky, so yeah.
Yeah, just in case. Hopefully we don't have any issues, but yeah. Hopefully I didn't robot out for anybody else. We have come here to take over. So,
Yes.
So Ben, I asked Ben to pick the theme for today. So last week we did fantasy because it seemed like the right thing to do. Hey, you have a fantasy book, we should probably do fantasy. And so this time I was like, oh, we could I think take a step back. So you chose nostalgia for us today.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any particular reason you would like to share about why you chose this? And actually, while you're talking about that, I'm going to work on this doodle that they're looking at, which is a Super Nintendo cartridge. So you may.
Is that your first one?
This is my first. So we're both going to start drawing some stuff that is important. So Ben and I are going to do something that's like, when we think of nostalgia, what do we think of? So we're going to do that, and then we'll look to the audience. So yes, I'm starting with, just so you guys know what I'm drawing while we listen to the tales. Oh, I'm sorry. I also need to mention to you guys, I finally put up a suggestion box on my channel. So I don't know how this works on mobile, to be honest. So if stand by. So if you're watching on Twitch on your computer, you go to my channel and you go down to the bottom to the about area. Or yeah, it should just be there. There's a suggestion box now. You can see it. You can type in that suggestion box what you'd like me to draw. And if other people like your suggestion, you can actually thumbs it up. And that might help me pick stuff. So just so you know, that's there. So if you guys have ideas while we're drawing and talking, throw that in the suggestion box. And yeah, let me know if anybody's on mobile what that looks like. Hopefully it's there and it's not an issue. Because I have no idea, actually. I didn't even think about that until right now. I'm like, oh, how does that work for mobile?
No.
Deanna says, I don't see it, and Ray says, it looks good on mobile. So that's a great juxtaposition right there. Okay, so, sorry, need to get that out of the way. So, Ben, please,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about yourself, and why did you pick our theme for today?
Yeah. Start with me. Yes, I'm an illustrator, have a degree in animation. I'm the art director of Photography, as Kevin said, and one of the founding members. I think it honestly started with me and Joe in my garden, just talking about book ideas we had. So like, stereotypically humble, wholesome stuff, and yeah, all around creative nutcase, I guess is how I describe myself. I think you'd agree, right?
You're the life of the party.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Ray says for Deanna, it's hidden after the emote show. Yeah, there's a little emote showcase. It shows, so look past that, and hopefully you'll see the suggestion bar. And you are in the UK. If people could not identify that,
I'm in the ook.
That's also what it's called.
That's how it's written.
The ook. Oh man.
Yeah.
So yes, nostalgia. Why are we drawing nostalgia today? What? Give us your thought process.
It just seemed like an interesting topic because it can literally be anything, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But what matters is, why does it matter to the person who's bringing it up? Like,
yeah.
I guess it would be like, if I talked to there's a dear friend of mine, very, very passionate about like classic Warhammer fantasy,
Mm-hmm.
and you talk to him about it for ages, and Lord of the Rings as well, like it's all stuff that he grew up with, and I really enjoy Lord of the Rings. We all recently rewatched all the movies. I thought that's really cool. As a grown man, I can like actually understand and appreciate this story now. But it's not like I'd grown up with the books, seen the movies when they came out, and had it as like a big part of my life
Mm-hmm.
up until that point, like he had. And the appreciation is there, but for different reasons for everyone. And it's always really nice to hear why people care about the things they care about.
Nice. I love it. I love that
Yeah.
the whole thought process behind it. It's super awesome.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, they are currently the lovely viewers at home. And as always, guys, with when I have a guest, you guys can ask him anything. If you have any questions, I can't promise he'll answer it, but you can ask if you've got
Nope.
questions for Ben. Feel free
Say nothing.
to type them in the chat, and I will relay those. Ray says it looks like
I
you
just can't
can.
handle the
You, it looks like you can use bits to make your suggestion go higher. Oh, interesting. I did notice like a little symbol, and I was like, I don't know what this means. So I guess there's a little bit of a pay to play with the suggestion box, but I mean, I'm not necessarily looking for people to pay any kind of actual money to make suggestions, but it's a nice. We're gonna test it out. We're gonna see how it goes. We'll see how things go. Yeah, Deanna's got some great nostalgic items here. Pogs, Tamagotchis,
Ooh.
Nintendo 64, Micro Machines, Hot
Oh, dude,
Wheels.
Micro Machines. Oh, yes, that was a good time.
Yeah, of course. Cute Lego related bonding moment. Yes, that's true.
Yep.
Yep. So Deanna asks, what were your favorite collectible toys for each of you? So you may kick us off.
Barnacle.
Yeah.
Barnacle.
And
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
do you still have your stuff from your childhood?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, I'm getting rid of that. Yeah, absolutely. I've actually, I had this problem because I think that was cool, and then just like take it apart, and the pieces would slowly become this like diaspora around my house in
Mhm.
various boxes, and I'm still now trying to like slowly bring back together the pieces of the kit. I can put them all together how they were meant to be out of the box, because I'm now like sad that I did that, right? But a lot of my stuff I've got in a shelf in the other room. Because this stuff's real special to me.
Oh man, Ray is like my dude. You just made Ray's day. He is like Ray is also a longtime Bionicle fan. He's done like comics and stuff.
Ray, you're my favorite chat member, and that's just not going to change now.
Yeah. So he's his
yeah.
Funny Figs is his username. But yeah, he's done some comics. He's done a lot of stuff. Good people too. He streams when he feels like it.
Yeah. I get that.
So for me, when I was a kid, I really, really liked Spawn action figures. And I don't know why. I think it was just because the absolute beauty of the McFarlane toys. I was just like,
Yes.
my mind was just blown away. I was like, this is so cool. And after I got the toys, is when I was reading some of the comics. And the comics were totally not appropriate for me. But I read them anyway. Like even now thinking back, I'm like, wow, that was inappropriate for me to read those.
Yeah.
Very, very dark. But I really loved the Spawn. I had all of them. It was like on all my lists. I got it for Christmas and birthday and holidays and stuff. So I had like the Spawn Mobile. I had the Spawn Alley playset. I had every version of Spawn. I had the Clown, the Violator, like the giant Bane-ish character that I don't remember his name. There was so, but I was all about it. And then the Super Nintendo was my first system, and I mean that changed a lot of things. I was like, okay,
Yes. I mean, yeah.
that's when things.
I mean, I had like slight access to a SNES at a point in my life, and like even though we had a PS2 in the house at the time, it was like, I'll play Super Mario World, dude.
Yeah.
Like absolutely. It's just a good vibe.
Y'all, and I'm out. Y'all lost me. Says Deanna's like joking. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
No.
What else we got? I'll be back. Bath time, no problem, Steve. Oh no, I've been dethroned. Lou's upset. He's watching.
Oh no.
Here, let me show real quick. Let me show them what you're drawing for a second here.
Yes.
Let me get. Where did the screen go? Hold on. Stand by. Like I said, it's not the fanciest, folks. Oh, Ray, you're gonna. Oh, Raymond.
Yeah.
Raymond. Here you go, Ray. Are you ready for this, Ray? Ray. Ray.
Ooh.
Ray.
It's probably the best drawing I've ever
Oh yes.
Ray says it's the best drawing ever.
Oh, thank you.
That's
I love my bonks. I love them. I actually did voice acting for a fan motion comic that I think has yet to come out. No, the first episode's out.
Oh.
If you've come across the Mazona Guardians, I was Nuju in that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, that's for me and Ray. That's for me and Ray.
Okay, yeah, you guys, I'm sure know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so the moment of truth, I need to turn this cartridge into my favorite Super Nintendo game, which is. Oh, Ray even gave you a. He's proud of you. You got a proud video clip.
I'm really proud of you.
Oh, thank you, my dude.
What is my favorite? This is really hard. I think my favorite Super Nintendo game is gonna have to be Super Mario World. I think
It's a pretty good one.
It's between that and like Mario RPG, but like Mario RPG is a lot of fun. But I think there's something about the replayability of Mario World that just never stops. And I don't have the same. I've played Super Mario RPG a lot, but after a while, I'm like, I need breaks. I'm like, I've did it. I've played this, my 15th time. I'll take a break. I don't get that with Super Mario World. I can always pick it up and play it over and over and over again. Let's see here. Joseph says, I started Ocarina of Time this week. The OG, not the remaster. Very good. That's what I like to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, this is kind of be... How am I going to do... Let's see. I'm going to slap this logo on top here. And thank you, as always, to everybody who's here. I get it. There's a lot of options. You got a lot of battles for your time. So I appreciate you guys. 10 of you. 10 of you are here. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
It is.
Mario 64 is also super amazing. That Mario 64, Mario World are ones that like I can never not play through like until the end of time. I don't get the same from like the original Mario or Mario 2 or Mario 3. Like I enjoy them, but like I can't just play them until like they're dust. I can't. It's just like
Yeah.
It might just be me.
I guess like some things, even though they're like your favorite, you can't just sit there and just do the whole thing all at once.
Yeah, that's why I'm so impressed with like a Super Mario World is because I don't get tired of it. I'll just keep doing it, and it's like there's something about that.
I know what you mean.
What's your favorite Super Nintendo game?
Be that.
Yep. Well,
Or Star Fox.
Star Fox. Good times.
Oh, yeah.
Good time.
That was pretty special stuff.
Joseph fixed his 3D printer. Nice. Awesome.
Ooh.
Let's see. We need some like greenish text. And thank you. I'm gonna take this moment real quick to thank everybody who has supported Grasslands on Kickstarter. That's really awesome of you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. It means a lot.
We're tomorrow is 1 week out from the end. So,
Wow,
which is kind
that's
of which is wild. But
Yep.
yeah, so we've got 8 days left. Exclamation point book in the chat if anyone wants to throw that in there. There's of course still time to support it. It's a big one. This is a huge thing for me. And obviously for all my fellow creatives, a lot of love has gone into it. So it's wild. I can't believe here we are. Nuts.
It's crazy. I remember Lou like telling me about the idea for this, and just going like, wouldn't this be funny? And then I was like, actually, yeah, like that would be pretty cool. And it just then like there was a text document, and then something like, oh, the manuscript's happening. Oh boy! And then it just kind of very naturally just kind of occurred.
I love it.
It just kind of became a thing.
Yeah, because you were part of this, obviously, well before I was. I was not aware of this project until last. I mean, really, I think it was July or August, when I was actually. It was made aware to me. You were there earlier than that. Do you know when? Like what time frame it was when you were first like talking about it? And
do not quote the old magic to me, Kevin. It was there when they were written. I don't know. I mean, I think. I don't actually know when it happened, like initially, because it just kind of, it was just a thing that was in the background that we were talking about every now and then.
Yeah.
And it just kind of naturally grew from conversations and fun, silly ideas. Good question.
So
I'm
Lou,
not sure.
Lou in the chat says a lot of the planning for
Lou's in
this
the chat, yeah.
was done when I was visiting Ben in England last summer. So summer of 2021.
Yes.
But the threads were there for a year before. So 2020 seems like when the very first
Wow.
seedlings were planted. It's pretty cool. Amazing.
That tracks, yeah. Groovy.
Let's see what else we got here in the chat. I just missed something. And we got a first-time chat from Lady Ginger Ninja. Hello. Some of these doodles of fame are hilarious. Yes, thank you. They are everything I have drawn during this show over the 3 years of doing it. So there's some interesting ones in there. Boba Laveau, hello Boba Laveau, said, this is why I am bad at Pictionary compared to the artists. Would have gone wooden block, transformer face, and cartridge only with the words. That was, yes, seedlings, grasslands, right, it's good. Lou also said Mario 64 was so good it made me not mind going to the dentist. Oh, did you get to play at the dentist's office? That's pretty amazing.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool. My dentist did not have video game systems.
No.
I don't remember I'm really thinking my dentist didn't have a TV or any of that kind of stuff that kids have now. Like, it was just, yeah, I remember the treasure chest, right? Here's a coin, go in the treasure chest or whatever. Like, we had that. But that was it. There was no electronic device to, like, distract you. None of that.
Yeah. Can I remember the Bionicle writing? This might be wrong, so don't freak out. This might be it. Get up on screen. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. You got something? Let me.
I don't remember the thing. Quite.
Oh man, why is my mouse is being a little weird?
There's the circle writing. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. Here we go. There you are.
Oh.
Let's bring this back to the audience. They can look at this.
Yes. You zoom out.
Ben's like, here you go. Here, I just whipped together this like epic comic cover. If you want to use it,
yes.
Whatever, natch. If you feel like it. If you feel like, don't feel obligated.
I mean, it's whatever,
I think your quick stuff is like, it's awesome. Like it's
Thank you, man.
It's just like
Yeah.
yeah. Lou's like, what? What is this? Like, what?
What?
Amazing. Oh my goodness. Are you... I haven't even colored the cartridge yet. So
That's okay.
That's awesome. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. And hey, speaking of cool work, like you have your work on the internet somewhere. I mean, you could put a lot more, to be honest.
I could, I should, I don't. Yeah, man, it's bad. I need to I need to actually post more art. Just more of my stuff in general. Because, like, I think I put it in my head. It's like I can only put my most polished digital stuff on, and that's it. And that's why nothing ever goes up.
Yeah.
But, like, there's so much that I do. I've got, like, got my sketchy stuff. I've got my, like ink sketches, which is mostly what I do. I've got my metalwork. I've got my music. And all that stuff. I just need to utilize the platform better. I need to redo my website. There's lots.
Yeah, it's all this stuff. I get it.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, of course, with this, how this past year and a bit has been, for obvious reasons, I have not had anything close to the time to go near any of that. But
yeah,
it's human. I'm well aware.
Lady Ginger Ninja said, treasure chest, that sounds like fun. Yeah, as a kid it was fun. You know, they had a little treasure chest. And my younger son, Dennis, has a treasure chest too. Bubble of O says the dentist had loud utensils and old books. It's your distraction.
Oh.
And Deanna's heading out. No problem. Gotta head out. Go study.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Bubble of O's like exclamation point link portfolio of art director. Yes. So I believe you've got Twitter and Instagram, and those are Ben Mills Works, right?
Yes, my Instagram is my Instagram is set up, but there's like nothing on it. So go to the Twitter.
Yeah.
Or go to benmillsworks.com and see my old, outdated website, guys.
There you go.
There's a lot of good stuff on there, actually, like my my graduate film is on there, and all the concept art relating to that project. So that's quite cool to see. But yes, I still need to do a full revamp of my portfolio.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
There's still to see.
Sorry, Lou got the. Let me see. What's the command to make somebody a mod in a chat during stream? I know there's a command to do it. Does anybody know? Like, there's like a command I can type in to make a mod in stream. I know this exists. Because it won't. Sure. Lou was trying to help out and put the link in, but he's not. He got denied.
Oh, bro.
Because, you know,
I hate that.
People do crazy stuff, so you can't just always leave it open.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it exclamation point mod? Is that what it is?
Is it simply that?
I mean, it seems like it's too easy. It can't be that. Maybe it is.
That's why it might be it, though. Because it seems too easy.
Did you just put 3? I mean, that would be the ultimate troll move. Is I'm like, can somebody put the link to Ben's stuff, and then you literally just type 3 asterisks to make me believe that you tried?
Aw.
You'll never know.
Yeah.
I won.
Find my work and win a prize.
Yes.
You'll never know. Wow.
I think this is probably.
But yes, that's my big first nostalgia thing. It's definitely Bionicle in its original run. That changed my life.
It is /mod. Do I do the name and then /mod, Bubble of O?
I think it'd be /mod and then the username of the chat member. Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. /mod. Let's make. I think Lou's done enough to earn a mod status.
Yeah.
Let's see if that does anything. I typed it in.
So I think I'm gonna move on to my next.
Oh please! Don't wait for me.
My second.
Yeah, don't wait for me at all. I typed it in. I think it vanished. I don't know. Yeah, please go ahead. I just finished this cartridge. I'm done with that. So let
Awesome.
me...
Well, afterwards, because I can't look at the stream right now.
Yes, yes.
I'll have to look at everything at once at the end.
Yeah, don't worry.
Unfortunately.
Don't worry. You know, I post it everywhere, so I force people to look at all this stuff. Like, look at what I drew. Look at what I drew. Yes. I'm gonna look. Let me see. I'm gonna look at the suggestion box. Let's see what we got here. Is it still just the one thing in the suggestion? Nobody else has put a suggestion in the suggestion box? That can't be right. Oh, there they go. I had to actually like tell it to refresh. Interesting. Yeah, Blockbuster's great. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's also 100%. That's some nostalgic memories. I'll do a Blockbuster VHS container. The box that you put it in. I have a lot of childhood memories of my dad taking me to Blockbuster.
Yeah, I very much remember it being kind of a big deal, special thing. You're just like, oh, what movie did it? Oh man,
It was
in Black that just came out on DVD on cassette. Oh my god, and like
yeah. Is there? It's like the experience. It's the experience of being there. It wasn't even like about the movie.
Yeah,
It was just like I just want to be here.
it's true. You go in and there's like, there's the smell of the place, and you're like, oh my god, I'm physically here. This is now exciting. And then you buy a bag of popcorn, and it's like extra. And it builds up and builds up the closer you get to getting home and watching the movie.
Oh, here we go. We got a... Okay, good. Look, it worked. Lou is now a mod, and he put the link to your Twitter account in the chat. So awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you.
And don't go crazy, man. Don't go crazy with power and start banning everybody. So we have a good question here from Boba Lavo in the chat. It says, so Ben, as art director, was there anything you were like, I'm just going to draw this myself because it's too hard for Kevin?
Wow. Yeah, well, it's funny you say that because I'm currently drawing a horse. So.
Oh, that is bad.
Maybe.
That's terrible. I hate.
No.
That's my weakness, man.
Yeah, same. I mean, my horse is a sketchy horse, so it's okay.
Here, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them your horse. Here we go. Look, everybody.
Yeah.
This is what he's working on.
It's also the other thing I'm nostalgic for. Anyone know what this is?
Yeah. What in the? Is that a video
You're
game character?
my best friend. Kinda. Yeah. If you would instantly recognize this if you grew up with this game.
I don't recognize it.
PlayStation 2 boys in the chat. Anyone?
This is your time. This is your moment.
Right. So Shadow of the Colossus was a huge influence on me when I played it. Not just because of the way the game is, but like the way that it plays and the unique method of storytelling, but also because of the overall atmosphere and the music and the way it all combined together. I think it's one of those first experiences that showed me you could create an entire experience that was the story, the world, the music, the characters, the artwork, they all were the experience and not just like disparate parts of it, like in a movie.
Okay.
Often is like this whole experience is this one big cohesive thing, and it was incredibly influential for me, just as a creative in general, really.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about that game. I mean, I've never played it,
very special,
but I've heard a lot of
game.
Really good stuff. Is it like a whole series, or is it just a singular game?
Unfortunately / fortunately, I don't really know. It's just the one.
It's just the
one. So there's different games that are kind of like quote unquote in the same universe, but it's like unclear. Purposefully, you've got Eco, which is the first one. Then you've got Shadow of the Colossus, and you've got The Last Guardian, which came out, what I want to say, 3-4 years ago. Like they're all games that are made by Team Eco, and they're all set they're all by the same art director, so they all kind of like fit his general visions and the way he thinks. So it's kind of like they're all in the same universe, you know.
Gotcha. Let's see. Lady Ginger Ninja says Elden Ring reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus so much.
Yeah, it's because everything's like big and grey and kind of spooky. And you're like, what's going on? But so I want to walk around and find out a whole bunch.
That's cool.
That's a game that I would like to.
Would you
play
say?
At some point.
Would you say that that's like your favorite game of all time?
Oh my god, that's a hard question. I think for me, my favorite game would probably have to be Halo 3 or Half-Life, the series. But this particular game is like a standalone thing. It's so influential on me as an artist. I'd have to say it's at least in my top 3. Yeah.
Gotcha. I think. Yeah. I was just about to say. I think Ray is also a huge Halo fan, and in the chat he goes, "Dude, we are vibing right now."
Ray, are we best friends now? Can we be best friends?
Yeah, be best friends with Funny Figs.
I think we're gonna be funny friends. And,
Yeah.
Play Halo 3 on PC when I have a PC that can actually play it.
And speaking of awesome people, the Eyebrow Express has arrived. Everybody, the Eyebrow Express has pulled into the station. This is
God!
This is
Welcome.
another awesome artist. This is the artist we rated. This artist last Friday. You were there, Ben.
Oh my God! It's you. Hello.
Yep.
I remember you. You were super nice.
Yes.
Welcome.
Incredibly nice, awesome artist. So yeah, here, let me do a shout out. And well, look, we've got some other friends too. Hawkeye Lego Man has arrived. Arctic Arts has arrived. Look, the whole crowd is here now. All the gang.
Yay! Welcome.
The gang has showed up. So let me do a couple quick shout outs real quick. Yes, always a shout out from my boy Arctic Arts, another fellow artist up in oh man, what he had a funny name. He's in Canada. What do you call it? Canudia. He's in Canudia.
Oh no.
He's a Canadian.
Oh.
He's a Canadian artist. And then shout out for the Eyebrow Express trying to get that Twitch affiliate. Let's help out Eyebrow Express.
You will have it in no time, dude, because your art is great.
Oh wait, what was this other one? Hold on. What is this other comment?
And I'm an art director, so like, you have to believe me.
Yeah, I have an art director on stream today.
Exactly.
Eyebrow Express says, "Teach me, teach me." I'm interviewing for the position. What position are you interviewing for, Ray? What does this mean? Elaborate. Show your work. Explain yourself. Eyebrow Express says, "I'm sorry it took so long to come on. It took me forever to verify my..." Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. And Hawkeye Logo Man is just, yes, just flying. I'm crying, no. Oh, interviewing for best friend. Ray's interviewing you to be his best friend.
Approved.
That's easy.
Yeah. Well, because like the more best friends I accrue, the more powerful my friendship energy becomes, and that's what the world needs.
That's
or something. I don't know.
That's true.
I guess.
That's true. So, so welcome to the bunch of folks that just showed up. Today is nostalgia, because I've got Ben on with me. Ben is an art director from Authocracy, which is the publishing studio I've been working with for Grasslands, and we had another Authocracy fellow on last week, so we're kind of continuing our trend. And he picked nostalgia for today. So if you have any suggestions for nostalgia, throw it in the suggestion box on the channel. You can see it's like a little widget. It's a little separate widget down there, not in the chat. We're testing that out, and it's working out okay. So if you have a suggestion, feel free to throw that in there. I wrote Ernest Scared Stupid on this because that is the one box I have very vivid memories as a kid always seeing on the shelf in Blockbuster. Always. I always remember seeing Ernest Scared Stupid.
That's so well known that I've heard of it outside of the US. I know of it, you know?
And I bet you if you saw the cover art, you'd be like, yep. Yeah, I remember that. Because it's like a Halloween pumpkin, and Ernest is like mouth, like his face and mouth screaming. And it's just like,
God.
It's a iconic. I mean, it's meant to be it's a family comedy, kind of. It's not really that bad. But that is like the definitive blockbuster movie I think about. Here, let me show also to our new folks that just arrived. Let me show. So Ben is also drawing with me. He's just, I can't show both of our screens at the same time. I'm sorry. So here's his. Look at this. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right, man.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's
It's a good start.
I'll get there one day.
one day I might be an art director one day. All right, so
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, this is my Shadow of the Colossus. For anyone who's looking,
Wow.
this was meant to be like the first dude, but I couldn't quite remember what he looked like. So there's some fog instead.
It looks awesome.
Thank you. I love these games so much. Well, this game is very, very special experience. It's one of those kind of like defining things. I remember seeing on a shelf in a game store. I thought, oh, that's interesting. But then my friend had it. And I played it at his house. He's like, "You played this freaking game?" I was like, "I think I've seen it." And that was the moment where it's just like, oh my god. Because if anyone else out there's played it, you know that opening cutscene with the time, that was kind of like, how is this possible in a video game moment?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just how have they done this in a game? I didn't think games could be this.
Look
Definitely one of those kind of moments.
You've impressed everybody. Hawkeye, Lego Man's is oohing in the chat. Eyebrow Express is looking. And we've got Ho Ho Berry Berry. Tim has arrived. Fog covers a multitude of sins. Dang.
Ah. I like it.
All right, I gotta rotate this case so I can write again. I don't like writing when it's already skewed enough, you know? It's like, it's already too difficult.
Yeah.
Let me get rid of this. Nice to see everybody. We got 16 people watching us now, Ben, just so you're aware.
Oh my goodness, hello.
Hello to everybody.
Welcome, everybody.
You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. Thanks for listening to us. If you've got any questions for myself or Ben, feel free to let us know. Hey, somebody threw something at me. Oh, someone followed. Thanks for the follow. I thought it was the sound of bits being thrown at me. Thank you very much for the follow, Bree. It's me, Bree. Thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome.
Appreciate it.
There's the pennies people throwing. There's the bits. Thank you guys. You're too kind. You're too kind. We did get some pennies thrown. All of you guys. Appreciate it. Ray, Bolivo, thank you. Lady Ginger Ninja says, Shadow of the Colossus was the first game I ever had for PS2, and honestly, one of the first games I ever played besides Pokemon. I was both terrified and in awe of that game. It was also frustratingly difficult.
Yes, I agree. There's something about like, oh man, this is so cool, but you see the dude stomping around, you're just like, I don't want to go near that. I want to turn around and leave.
Yeah,
because it's like the second you get close enough, you know that it's gonna be like, you'll see the cutscene where it like wakes up and notices you, and you're like, uh-oh, guess I gotta do it now.
The artwork looked beautiful for it. Like, not having played it myself, it looked like a really visually beautiful game. You know, I was like, oh, this looks
gorgeous. The PS4 remaster where they like redid everything and it is exactly the same but just more pretty was pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I must say.
I ran out of space for the full blockbuster, so you guys don't say anything. I don't want to hear about it. Don't call me out later. Thank you. You gotta love it, right? You squish all the little letters at the very end. It's like, that's exactly what it looks like. What are you talking about? Nice to see you over here. It's me, Bree. I appreciate it. We got that BME. Look at that. Another one of my emotes from a different area of the Twitchverse. Appreciate it. All right, there's one last thing I want to do on this, and then I'll be done. And then we can take a look at yours again. And then I think I'm ready to pick another suggestion. Do you want to try picking up somebody else's suggestion next for you?
Absolutely.
Pressure's really on when you're drawing somebody else's thing. It's like,
Yeah.
don't
I
disappoint me.
hope it's something that I know what it is.
Don't you dare disappoint me. All right. So there's our. That's finished. Blockbuster VHS container. Done. You can just go somewhere else. Thank you very much for that suggestion.
I've now got the Shadow Colossus soundtrack playing in my head, like impossibly vividly, because I know it so well.
Nice. All right, so what do I do here? It says, oh, I can mark it as complete. So I have marked Lady Ginger Ninja's suggestion of Blockbuster as complete. Thank you.
Yay!
And let me refresh.
You did it.
And let's see. Oh, look at these! Some great ones. Teddy Ruxpin. A Goofy movie. Let's see.
I still need to see a Goofy movie.
Glue or
I haven't seen it. You can believe it.
Glow. It's been a long time. I saw it when I was a kid. I haven't seen it again.
I know it's excellent. I've seen some of the animation from it. It makes me so happy whenever I see clips from it because it's just so beautifully animated.
All right, so I think for my next one, I'm gonna do Power Rangers. That's gonna be mine. Here, let me read these out to you before I switch over, so you can. So here's some of your options. Are you ready? You can do a rotary phone, or you can do Little Audrey Goofy Gander. It's a cartoon from the 50s. Okay.
Gosh.
Or a Glow Caterpillar toy from the 80s. A Goofy movie, Powerline from a Goofy movie, or Teddy Ruxpin. Do any of those?
It's gonna have to be rotary phone because that's the clearest understanding I have. I don't know enough about all those other things.
Yeah. Which one did you just say?
Rotary phone.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. There you go. So that's Steve. You're drawing for Steve. Don't let Steve down.
Hell yeah. Rotary phone.
That is exactly how I remember Blockbuster.
My dad had one. My dad still has one of these in his office. So like.
Oh, here. Let me show. Let me show them your final.
Ooh. Yeah.
Your finished Colossus piece here. Here you go, folks. I've done this for 3 years, and I'm still just in the I guess the warm up phase. Whereas Ben's like, oh, my first time ever. All right, here's masterclass. What's next?
I could say the same thing about you. Don't you dare.
That's pretty great, though. That's awesome. Cool. Arctic says, a core tenet of graphic design, squish the last letters if you got no space. Yes, that is the rule. Yes. If you run out of space, just squish it.
What is kerning?
What is
kerning? Don't worry about it.
Squish it. All right, so you're going to start a rotary phone. I'm going to move this. Unfortunately, I can't even, because of the way I've got it set up, folks, I can't. If I show you what Ben's doing, see how it covers my screen? It literally covers my screen. I can't draw when I'm showing you what he's drawing. So it's all good. So I'm going to move it back over here. And I'm going to do a Power Ranger. You're going to do a rotary phone. And while we're drawing this, Bobo Laveau asks, what makes a good art director?
I feel like I can't talk because it would be just me talking about myself and how great I am, and that would make me feel bad.
Talk about how great you are. Maybe, perhaps, so since Lou is here and in the chat, maybe he has some ideas on that.
Yeah, my friends can talk about how great I am.
Yeah, ask your friends how great.
Yay! Oh, gosh.
I would say from our working relationship on Grasslands, the thing that I really appreciate is that a lot of your suggestions are very clear. It's like this. Oh, yep, I got it. I can follow that. There's not a lot of the confusion, which can really bog things down when you're trying to design anything. It's like
that is the worst.
And
I learned the hard way in uni.
And also as I mentioned earlier on, your ability to quickly hammer out a thumbnail sketch and I get exactly what it means for the most part. We had our one thing in the trailer, which there was so much lines and actions that there was a slight mix between us, but For the most
But
part.
that ended up actually kind of pacing nicer anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, fair enough. That actually works, I think, better in terms of pacing. So yay.
And Lou's official answer to that question is Ben is great and be like Ben. There you go.
Aww.
All right, I'm gonna do.
Thank you.
Should I do the red Power Ranger or the green? I think I'm gonna do the green one because I've done the red one a couple times already. So I'm gonna do.
Is there a color that isn't represented? Is there a purple one?
I don't. Well, not in this group shot. It's pink, green, blue, red, black, and yellow. Thank you, Bree! Exclamation point book in the chat. Indeed, we are still in the middle of the Grasslands Kickstarter campaign with 8 days left. 8 days left, and then Kevin doesn't have a Kickstarter campaign. That's gonna be great.
We gotta. I was gonna say we gotta rush to find you something quick.
Oh, I mean, do we have to though?
No. What we should do is we should make a Kickstarter for like a vacation, so you can go to some kind of tropical island and relax.
I would love to go on another cruise. I would be all about it. I would be all about it. Steve says, I got scared of the dragon at the end, and my dad had to take me out of Sleeping Beauty. Wow.
Oh no!
It's been a very long time since I've seen Sleeping Beauty.
It is scary.
Lou says, art director qualities. Here you go. Official answer. Being equal parts creative and adaptive. You're essentially offering a resource pool for other artists to bounce their own styles off of. Idea generation and facilitation is the name of the game. Same with creative directing.
Yeah.
A ditto.
Ditto, yes.
Just put a little ditto on that one.
Yeah. So I very much remember the feeling of using a rotary phone. I used to play with my dad's old one when I was a kid. It was like, it turns. That's crazy.
So,
wow. And like, I remember being like, why is it that like, I remember learning, I don't know if this is true, but in the States, isn't like the reason that 911 is the emergency number is because 9 is closest to the little thing you hook it into, and then the 2 ones at the furthest end that gives you a bit of time to kind of calm down before the phone rings.
I have no idea. I wouldn't be surprised if that's real though.
Yeah, I mean ours is 999, so like there's no calm here. Everyone's freaking out the phone.
You know, so when I was a kid, obviously rotary phones existed. I knew about them. But the only place in which I actually really did have to use one was in my elementary school office. I remember there was a time I needed to call home for some reason. I don't know, maybe I was sick or something. And I remember sitting in the like nurse's office or whatever at school, and I had to use a rotary phone, and I was so confused. I was like, how do I? But it was like that was
what is this?
the real phone in the school office that I had to use. And and I remember the lady behind the desk helping me. She's like, "What's your number?" Because I was just like, I don't know how to use this. Let's see, Lady Ginger Ninja says, from my perspective, Ben is very responsive and open to ideas, but is also able to guide someone through the art commission process. Otherwise, the work I commissioned would have been a jumbled mess. He created a masterpiece.
I now know who you are. I know that I still owe you a sketch. I'm terribly sorry for that. It's been a really difficult couple of months. I'm sure that Lou could fill you in. I am terribly sorry. I haven't forgotten.
There you go. Secret's out, I guess. Like,
Secret's out. No, I just was like, aha! I now know I need to do that sketch. Yeah. You guys know this past couple of months has been extremely hard for me in many ways.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we ain't talking about that. We're having fun today.
And yep, Lady Ginger replied, "No worries, absolutely no rush."
Yeah.
Let's see. Lou says, alternatively, Brits are baseline more calm than Americans, so we need to add more of a buffer before the dial goes through.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Phil could lure you in. Jeez.
Oh no.
How's that
I don't like that.
How's the rotary phone going?
I was just about to say, I started shading it, and like I won't get rid of it until you show it. The shading I put on is like,
Okay.
This is like a scary phone.
Here, I'll show.
The shading's way too dense. It's like, oh my god.
Here we go, folks. Is it bringing you back?
Don't touch that dial. Terrifying. I'm gonna clean that up. A little bit of shadow. There you go. Now turn that right down. Yay! Our phone.
Don't forget
Specifically-
that I do
yes.
have exposure bucks. So if you guys are watching, you do earn exposure bucks because we're artists and we love exposure. So you earn exposure bucks as you watch. You can play video clips. There's little stuff. And I also lowered the cost on a lot of that stuff because that was some of the feedback I got was maybe it was a little too high.
Hi, Kevin.
What's up, Steve? Thanks. Look at that, Steve using it.
Yeah.
Jack, I want you to draw
Oh,
me
there
like
we
one of
go.
your French girls.
Lou wants us to draw him like one of our French girls.
making us a little bit uncomfortable.
Okay.
Relax,
I
big
mean,
guy. He's just
that's
doing
not
this for his art.
nostalgic,
Right,
but I'll
Mama?
do it.
Nice. That's also one of my.
You know the
favorites.
artist slogan, "Pay me and I'll do it."
I have literally been there so many times.
That's the. Yeah. It's a funny one.
The cord is not tangled enough, says Bobo Laveau.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh
God.
no! Hang on.
Oh, Jesus!
Let me just wait.
Mary, Mother of Jesus! Jesus of
And then-
Nazareth!
Yeah, no. Ooh, no. Hang on.
Jesus.
It's back on itself like a few times, you know.
Yeah.
Hold it right there, Doodle. Any last words?
So I know you can't hear it, but we have a onslaught of audio clips being played now,
Yay!
which is great. It's fine. I love it. That's why they're there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Where's the lineup?
really interested that.
Wow. Here's
Oh
what
yeah,
I
here we
was
go.
looking for.
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears. I thought you needed art supply.
Ooh.
It's my gummy
These are
bears.
art supplies.
One.
There's my comfy road. I'm just gonna do some lighting, my cheat lighting on it because it will then feel like some kind of nostalgic synthwave, comfy 80s video, which is the vibe that we like.
Nice.
The
The
So if I
phone.
go like this,
It,
and then it's like, ah.
Tim says the phone
Yeah.
rang again today. It was the morgue.
That's dandy.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
that's rich, I'll say. Now, how about some colors?
I know. I need to color it. I'm sorry, I got distracted with my Power Ranger. My red. You know
It's
what?
kind of nice because like
You know what I just realized? I said I was gonna draw the
What's up?
green one, and I drew the red one again.
Hey, the hue shift option is your best friend right now. You could crossfade him into the Green Ranger.
Yeah, is his he's looked totally different though. He's got like this.
Oh, is this when they had like different faces and stuff?
Well, he's got like big shoulder armor and stuff.
Oh.
Maybe I'll still do it. That's funny that I said I was gonna do it, and then
I know that there was a time in the old is it tokusatsu? Is that the word for like the Japanese shows that they're like based on and stuff? Where, like basically they had exactly the same costume, just in a different color because none of the studios had any money.
Right. Yeah.
But I love that stuff so much.
I did watch the very, very first Power Rangers show. With like the crazy lady, like wasn't she in the moon? She was like a witch.
Yes.
And then they had the other guy that was like he had like a weird veiny like suit. Like he looked like a brain. Like he was like all muscles and brains and junk.
Gross.
Like I remember those two baddies, and then that's it. I didn't really like it enough to keep watching every iteration of it forever.
It's weird how like deep it goes. I remember looking up some stuff on the wiki because I saw some costumes that were funny. Like one was literally like a tank man that had a tank turret for a head. I was like, "This is crazy. What is the bad guy?" And I looked it up, and it's like this bad guy in Power Rangers was also this bad guy in this show and this bad guy in this show because the studio reused the costume in a bunch of different shows because they had no money.
Yep.
And I'm like, I love this. I love this. It's kind of wholesome in its own way.
Here,
you
I'm
know?
gonna show your phone again to the. Look at
Yay!
Here's the phone with the face.
Yeah.
Awesome, nice work. I'm gonna.
He's a happy phone.
So that's a great phone. So I'm gonna mark Steve's suggestion in the box as complete. Completed.
Well, I was actually going to do one last thing to it, which I thought might help
Oh, go ahead.
with the lighting situation. I was going to do a little bit of coloring on the lines. Look at that.
Look at this.
Little
Look at
bit-
it. We're
little bit
coloring.
of-
Hold
Oh,
on.
you're right.
We're doing. We're coloring line art on the Doodle stream. Okay.
I am.
That's
I am,
fine.
because now it's all like glowy and it's like, it's like it's on the little coffee table thingy next to the glass window by the front door, and like it's the morning,
Yeah. Yep. No,
the sun's coming in.
it's
the phone's
great.
happy.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Thank you.
The little smiley face. Let's see. Hawkeye says it's the red one when his laundry wasn't clean, so he borrowed the green ones. Yeah, it's a White Ranger deal. It might be. Oh yeah, it looked like the Power Ranger had a phone head for a second. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's so wild that I was like, I'm gonna draw the green one, and then I literally drew the red one. That's a little bit of that streamer brain there for you.
Yeah, but of course I have it.
I'm gonna do this belt. I had a friend that was really into, an elementary school friend that was really into Power Rangers a lot. Like he had all the toys, he had the giant Megazord, he had all that stuff,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
was like just not. Like I watched it and I liked it, but I was not into it as much as he was. It's like,
Some people were just unbelievable. It was like their main thing.
yeah,
Which I guess like that's how people probably felt like when I'd go on about Halo at school. Just, shut up!
stop talking about Halo.
We get it. You get it. You like the video game.
Yeah, this is why you and Ray are gonna be best friends.
Yes.
Yeah, Ray's.
What do you mean will be?
Oh yeah, that's right. You
What do you
already.
mean will be?
It already happened. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Already happened. We signed the contract off stream.
This is true. This is true.
There's no official court recognizes the friendship between.
The corn
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you want to start another one, or what's...
Yeah. What's on the list?
Okay, I'll tell you what else we got here. And yes, remember, if you've got suggestions, throw it down in the suggestion box. We are looking and chewing through that. So we have got, let's see. Ooh, the Yellow Submarine from Beals. We've got Let's All Go to the Movies, the dancing cartoon foods.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Tamagotchi or a Furby. Teddy Ruxpin still
Ooh.
there. Goofy Movie still hanging out. The Glow Caterpillar toy.
I might try and do the Yellow Submarine from memory.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Go for it. I'm going to mark, while I'm in here, I'm going to mark Ray's Power Rangers as complete. That one is done.
I remember when I was a kid, I saw that movie. I remember not thinking it was weird that it existed, but now as an adult, I'm like, it's weird that this movie exists. I'm glad it exists because it's wacky and strange, and I love that. But it is just such an odd film.
Wait, which movie are you talking about?
Yellow Submarine.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought we went back to Goofy Movie, and I was like, I don't think it's that weird.
No.
I was like,
No, that makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense.
You boarded. I was like sitting at the train station, and you got on this train, and I just stood on the platform. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Beautiful Joe for nostalgia suggestion. Yeah, I mean, if it's nostalgic for you, that's fine. That had some cool artwork.
Something like that.
That had some cool artwork once upon a time when I remember looking at that. I get like the same vibes thinking about Beautiful Joe that I think about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that anime. I feel like I get this similar vibes.
Yeah. JoJo's great. It's very strange.
I've never watched it, but that art style is distinctive.
It's an excellent show. It's definitely not for everyone, and you know, I can definitely appreciate that. But like the style of it in terms of like the weird, over the top, super dramatic humor, and the way everything's drawn, like highly over exaggerated. Like when something is it's so serious, the palette changes and everything goes purple.
That's when you know.
That's always someone just goes, oh my god, and like, yeah. There's a lot of that.
Ray says that it's
goofy.
your verbal agreement earlier for friendship is legally binding.
Cool.
Just so you're aware. I want you to be aware of this.
Sweet. Yeah, easy.
Yeah,
that is how that works.
I've been pressuring Ray in the best friendly way to start streaming again, because he had a stream for a number of months that he was doing on YouTube, doing a similar kind of setup like this. And then, you know, life, things happen, internet issues, jobs. I mean, I get it. But I still miss my Ray streams. It's been a while.
Well, yeah.
Get our metal mouth. Yeah, I know. That is red, not green, in case there was confusion. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up. I definitely did not do what I wanted to do.
I have no idea if this is... I think this is vaguely close. The Beetlecraft.
All right, hold on. Let me show the folks.
It was something like this, right?
All right, folks at home. Here we go. That's oh yeah, you're not looking up reference. I forgot. So that's another.
No, I'm just trying to remember. I know that this is right.
Yeah, that is super right, actually.
Yay!
I think so. Again, if I'm just using memory, I think the front of it kind of reminds me of a dolphin. Like it has like two kind of bumps.
Like
I think so.
Like that?
No, I think it was more like something like that. Yeah, you know what else? Ray also doesn't use reference when he does this. You guys are like, you guys are practically soulmates.
Aw.
I forgot that was. We talked about this before. That Ben was like, if it's something that requires reference, I'm not doing it. It's like, okay.
Well, it wasn't like refusal. It's just like
no. Yeah.
I have to like just like the idea.
Yeah.
The idea of going, I'm not going to look it up. I'll just see what I do and see how.
Yeah, it's not anything in defiance. It was more of a I love it. I'm all about it. All about it.
Yeah.
Don't tell my wife.
I definitely want to do. I definitely want to do like you know, like people do a lot of like we draw Pokemon from reference kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I know nothing about Pokemon, so I want like a name and a vague description, and I want to see how wrong I get it at some point. That'd be fun.
I think
I will, because I've never played a Pokemon game. I know nothing about it.
Okay, now that's crazy. Actually, that's actually you've never played a Pokemon game.
I don't care for the type of game personally.
That's fine.
I like turn-based stuff.
But you've never played it at all, like ever.
I think I've like sat down on a friend's Game Boy and had a go or something.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll accept
I've done
that you tried it and didn't like it. I'll accept that.
Yeah.
Any last words?
Lou's giving you any last words, redeem on that statement.
It's been an honor. Don't touch my stuff.
Yeah, please. It's been an honor playing with you, gentlemen. You, as the Titanic sinks, you start playing the violin.
Yeah.
Oh man, all Joes are like that. Yeah, that's true. All Joes are like.
I need a blue. I don't know if I'll do some like crummy beetles in the windows. I guess. Zoom in.
Enhance. Enhance.
Yeah, I realized I only did 3 windows, so I'm gonna make up 3 new beetles.
If you put a wait, hold on, let me see. Hawkeye Lego Man says if you put a color blind filter on it, or regrettably, if you would probably think this would be the green one holding the red's. Oh, it's fine. I did the wrong thing, so I'm just gonna. It's red. That's fine. Because the green one is actually The reason I was saying I'm going to draw the green one is the green one is so much different than the others because it has like this giant shoulder armor. He's got like gold accents instead of just the two colors. Got like gold accents on his. It's different enough that it's like the ship sailed. I messed up already, and I can't go back.
No, I know it's super 60s with like blobby shapes, so I'm just going to do a bit of that on the submarine. Ooh, that's almost the same color. That's not what we want.
Don't worry, I will show you guys again in just a
We're
minute.
out in a yellow submarine.
Yeah, it's actually, now that I think about it, it's kind of wild how similar. Oh no! Okay, we have to stop, Ben. Everything must stop.
What happened?
I just got challenged. I got a 60-second art challenge just occurred.
Uh-oh.
So I must stop this for a minute. Brix O'Brien has just flung in. He's like, I don't care about nostalgia. I don't care about any of this. You're going to draw this Pokemon I want right now, and you have 60 seconds to do it.
Wow.
All right, let me get a reference.
Do it.
Oh, I'm going to
Tell
do
you
it.
what,
It's going to be terrible.
Tell you what, out of solidarity, I'm going to do it, but I have no idea what the Pokemon is, so...
Oh, yeah, you have no... And you're... Okay, this is going to be amazing.
I have no idea, so you just give me the name, I just have to guess.
It's Fuecoco.
Okay.
It's brand new. It's a brand new one. Let me get ready. Let me get a
Okay.
reference image. I'm going to post it on the canvas. Let me see here. It's been a long time. I was actually about to mention earlier that I haven't got a challenge in like several weeks, but I knew as soon as I'd say it, somebody would do it, so I didn't say it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to copy this image. We're going to put it on the canvas so you guys can see what I'm drawing. I learned that this is something that would help with these 60. This is 60 seconds. 60 seconds
Okay.
is not a lot of time. It's not a lot of time. And yeah, Ben is going to do it with me, which is amazing. You don't have to, but I appreciate you.
I have no...
Yeah, you
just
have-
go like, how close did I get it?
Yeah, you have no idea.
No idea.
So the name is Fuecoco. It is a fire...
Fuecoco.
A fire type.
Yes.
Like a chili pepper. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna draw these dang Pokemon and you're gonna like it. Okay, so Brian, because you're here, because you're a mod, can you do !60 in the chat and that will start. I'll tell you when to start, Ben. The timer is gonna start as soon as he types it in. It's the numbers too. Don't write out the word 60. 60. All right, let's go. 60 seconds.
Okay.
The audio is being a little crazy, but I can hear it.
Oh, God! Oh, Jesus! God! Oh, Mary, Mother of Jesus! Jesus of Nazareth!
That doesn't help, Ray, or whoever said that. Oh my goodness. Time is flying. We definitely don't have a lot of time left.
Okay.
We don't make mistakes.
Oh man, people are bombarding me with sounds.
It's a lot of hard work.
Oh, we're like 10 seconds.
Wow. You did these? Freehand?
Time's up. Time is up.
Okay.
Time's up.
Okay.
60 seconds is okay. You guys, that did not help at all. Everybody's spamming all those clips when I'm trying to draw this in 60 seconds. It did not help at all. All right. Here's our... This is 60-second Fuecoco. It's not awful. It's not... No, stop it. Don't do that. It's not awful. Brian says God Almighty in all caps, so maybe it's awful. All right. It's not that bad. I'd get a better commission on Fiverr. All right.
Ooh.
So Ben did this too. Ben has no idea what this Pokemon looks
Yeah.
like. No idea.
I just went by the name.
All right. Are you ready to see this? Here we go. There it
Yeah.
is. There it is. It's perfect.
I was like, I thought the little coconut's on fire.
It's a coconut on fire.
Foy Coco, right?
That's so good.
What is it?
He
What
likes
is it actually?
He likes yours better.
Yeah, thank you.
It's like a chili pepper, like a red chili
What?
pepper, but it's alive. So it's like a
Why
chili.
is it cocoa?
It's a chili pepper with like a crocodile-like face on one side.
Yeah.
What Lou wants this as a Pokemon. It's like a chili pepper
Yeah.
crocodile. Yeah.
That's weird. Why is it not like Foy Croco?
These are the
It's Foy Coco. It's like, why is it not chocolate or a coconut?
see
Who named
that's
this thing?
that's what helps when you have this perspective, this clear-eyed perspective. That's
As
like
an art director,
that
I
you
would have done differently. I would have made it all coconut.
you don't have the baggage of a franchise that's been around for decades. You're like, I have
True.
fresh-eyed vision. What is this? Why is it not a coconut?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's great. You did awesome.
Thank you.
Gotta wait for the final evolution for the name to make more sense. Yeah, probably. I feel like I need to explore this series of Pokemon that I seem to have missed. Yeah. Thank you, Brian, for the challenge. It has been a while. I was glad to get another one of those. So, yeah, because you can't hear the audio. Like, when I get a challenge, it plays the intense Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music. So all of a sudden,
no!
everything stops, and it's like, we just go, yes. And it's,
Boom. Oh, God.
I think it's a rather effective.
Yeah.
So I'm going to save that and
That
put
is
that
the
on,
most... that's the most, like, disquieting music that's ever been written.
It's great.
Like, imagine if they played that like a doctor's office.
It's
like,
oh yeah.
no.
Nobody would ever want to go back again.
Horrifying. No.
Thank you for doing that with me. That was fun.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty cool.
I need to. That reminds me that I need to add the second one. So the second one is the second like redeem that will impact the stream is making me switch to my left hand because I'm awful at using my left hand.
Oh
And
no!
I want to use the Kill Bill eye music, like when she gets really mad.
Oh.
That's what I want to set up as the sound for that. So that's next, guys. I keep forgetting I need to do that. Lou says, okay, new Authocracy game. Get Ben to draw a bunch of Pokemon without reference and give them new names on a new turn-based RPG.
Is this the way that we make our own game?
Lady Ginger
I'm down.
Ninja says that they would play it. So there you go. Sold.
Yes.
Done. Mission
Like,
accomplished.
Done. Easy. Cool. Good work, everyone.
Good work, everyone. We did it. So yes, if you haven't seen before, that is a draw challenge. That is a redeem I have here. If you want to spend a lot of your exposure bucks, it's like, it's a couple thousand. So it takes a little bit of money. And you earn exposure bucks by being here and watching the stream. You can challenge me to stop anything I'm doing and immediately draw your prompt, no matter what it is, and no matter how relevant it is to the theme, but I only have 60 seconds to do it. Alright, I think I'm done with this Power Ranger that was red that wasn't supposed to be red.
Okay, there's my yellow submarine. I can't really I don't know what else I can do.
Yeah, here, let me show off your finished submarine. Here we go. Look at it. It's beautiful. Wait, can we get a zoom in on these people in the submarine?
Of course. These are my new Beatles.
Enhance.
Yeah.
The guy in the middle's great. I like the one eyeball that's like much higher.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize. I'm an official Beatle, yes.
I love it.
My submarine.
That's wonderful. Good job.
Thank you.
What's up, Trekkie Endermom? Welcome. Hello. Nice to see you again. Lou said he was saving up exposure bucks for that challenge, but then he had to spam me during the challenge instead.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting in a 60-second challenge to be spammed with a whole bunch of audio. I was not expecting that. I was like, oh my god, I'm so distracted. Like, what's happening? All right, let me merge these together so I can get ready for the next thing.
Yeah.
I would say we're probably both ready for the next thing. Yep, at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, so let me move.
Let's hear the list.
We shall consult. the list.
The list.
And yes,
Wow.
anybody that's just arrived, welcome. Nice to see you. I do have a guest with me today. Ben is here drawing
Hello.
with me. That's the other screen you hear, or the other screen. It's the other voice you hear. It's the other screen you see. And we're doing nostalgia. That was his suggestion for today's theme. And I worked with Ben to do Grasslands. It's one of the reasons why he's here.
Yes.
Not that he's not just a cool guy.
Yeah.
But we worked together on that project. So gorgeous. Bree says gorgeous. It's a collectible already.
Oh.
It's the other screaming. Yeah, exactly. It's the other screaming. Okay. Thank you, Lou, for putting the link in the chat.
Yay.
All right. Let's look at the list again.
I knew that making you might be a good idea.
Right? It seemed to work out okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to refresh our suggestion box. We have, and of course I'm going to read through some of these that are still there because they still have not been drawn. Jazz for the 90s. Okay, Yellow Submarine's done. Let me mark this as complete. Complete. Let's All Go to the Movies. The Dancing Food. Tamagotchi or Furby. Teddy Ruxpin. Powerline from a Goofy movie. The Glow Caterpillar toy from the 80s. The Goofy Gander cartoon from the 50s. And yep, the rest are already done. Which one of those speaks to you?
I might do the dancing food.
Yeah, let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah, I might do something like something with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's actually pretty easy without reference because you just imagine like a dancing popcorn bin and like a soda and a hot dog.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna mark that one. I am going to go with. Let's do. Here, let me look up. Let me look up some stuff. Stand by. What do we got here? All right, I'm gonna do Powerline from Goofy Movie for the Eyebrow Express. That's what I'm gonna work on. Give me power, at least in moderation, is always a good idea. All right. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's do the thing. You're still there, right? Or did I lose you? Okay. I was like, oh no.
No, I do.
Oh no. And he's gone.
Just couldn't do it anymore, you know.
Yep, you just had to run. I get it. I understand. I understand. All right,
I'll go to the lobby.
I've definitely so I saw this movie so long ago, Goofy movie. I haven't rewatched it. I should probably rewatch it. I remember this character. I see this character all the time, and I didn't remember what his name
Which
is.
character is this?
Powerline.
Powerline.
Yep. It has like a green suit, like a spacey suit with like an atom symbol on the chest, and he's got like
Okay.
his hair is kind of like a pointed, kind of like an anvil. Actually, kind of pointed hand. It's I don't remember what his role is though. Like I have no idea. It's been too long. It's been too long. Let's see. Lady Ginger says, I don't think I can attach a picture of the design I mean, but if you saw it, it would be hit by the nostalgia. You talking about the jazz suggestion? I assume. And thank you for being here. Thank you to everybody who is here, especially the new folks that have come along. I hope you enjoy your time. This is a weekly event. I do this every Friday evening, unless I'm traveling or something. But I'll usually announce that on socials with advance notice. That looks a little too crazy. I think I'm making this person look too crazy. Yeah, I didn't know it had a name until I looked it up. What is the prompt for these duos? So we're doing nostalgia today. So anything that brings nostalgia to mind. It could be literally anything that just does that, really. Let's see here. You are definitely concentrating.
I am.
Like all of a sudden, and a hush falls.
Sudden silence.
Yes, I know all too well what that means.
Because these are like odd designs for me to do. I don't ever draw stuff like the let's all go to the lobby snack people.
Yeah, that's
like,
right in my wheelhouse, man. That's like, oh yeah.
I'll go to the lobby.
You drew a flaming coconut. You'll be fine.
True.
You'll be fine. All right, we got this weird ear thing here. And let's see. Ta-da. Let me scroll this over a little bit. Let's see. Luce's power line. He's a complex metaphor for nuclear proliferation and the alienation of modern man from himself. There you go.
Wow.
By Disney.
Wow. This really is a goofy movie. That's actually kind of cool, though. That is actually kind of cool. That's not a hot dog bun color. Get that out of here.
So you know what's really interesting is one of the events I signed up for this year. I don't know which one, but it's definitely one of the newer ones. It was an event I signed up for this year that I haven't gone to before. Definitely sold my email to all the events like across the country.
Ooh, no.
Because I've been spammed relentlessly by like Comic-Cons, and I don't like think they're fake. Like they look real, like legit Comic-Cons, like everywhere, all over the like Vegas, New York, California. But I'm like, how do you have my like? Somebody sold me to these guys, and
that's awful.
I'm like,
How
well, all right. I mean, I'm not against like getting information of when there's events if that's part of my thing, but it's just like,
yeah, but like they didn't ask you.
They didn't ask, and then also like I don't necessarily care about shows happening literally all over the country. I just kind of care about in my proximity.
Yeah, exactly.
Lou says I'm joking. I'm joking. Name and shame, man.
My cat has arrived.
Hello.
Add a pro tip. Add something to your email address for easy blocking. Is that like when people do like plus on their emails, right? Is that what you're talking about, Ray? I've seen that before. Where I'm like, what does this mean? That's a weird email. Okay, I need to shrink. He's gigantic.
Does Let's All Go to the Lobby still like play in cinemas now?
No, I just see the same.
It's like an old thing.
I just see the same CGI Coca-Cola popcorn commercial a million times.
Get yourself a Coke. You've still got time before the movie starts.
Where it's like a CGI commercial of like popcorn filling up a thing, and then like a bottle of or glass of Coca-Cola filling itself up. Like that's I see.
It does that thing where like it super zoomed in pause and then suddenly pause in slow mo.
Yeah. That's literally I've seen the same thing for I don't know a decade. Like the same ad. This guy's interesting. I've seen it once at a tiny independent theater, but it's certainly not the norm. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad that somewhere did it. That's kind of cool.
We did. So when I was in college, and we did our final. We had a class where we had to make a film together. and an animated film together. And so we did, and it was pretty fun. It was like an old school bank robbery. Maybe one day I'll put it on YouTube. You guys can see it. But we had submitted it into the student show, and since we were like that year, we were the animation. It was like Animation Collective, I think was the name of the class, where it was a group project. Okay. And because we were that year's collective, I guess it's like part of history that or tradition that during the student show, whatever class was doing that would make the interstitials for the overall student show.
Yeah, cool.
Which was kind of interesting. And I remember my thing was I animated some foods doing dances, doing that like let's all go to the lobby. That was my project, and the thing I did to like change it up was the foods you think about, like the popcorn, the hot dog, the candy bar, and the soda, came out with the regular song, like, oh, let's all go to the line, and then they stopped, and it had like a record skip, and at the other side was cartoon versions of like broccoli, carrots, and like other vegetables. And they had they had a war. I did like the classic like big cloud with like sparks flying out of it. They just fought each other, and that was my contribution. Cool. I don't know if Eyebrow Express is still here, but we are working on your suggestion here. If not,
there are my boys. I think I did okay for like that style.
Okay.
It's not ever anything I've tried before, so I think I did okay.
What do we got? What do we think, folks?
The popcorn's the best. I like him the best.
They're all really great. They got a great...
Yay!
Give us an extreme close-up on the popcorn's face.
All right.
There it is.
You know you want to go to the lobby. You know you do.
The audience tested Let's All Go to the Lobby, the government, but it didn't go over with the anyone demographic. It's me, Bree says, I have an idea for a nostalgia request, but it might be complicated. Look at the eyes. just the eyes. That's great. You did awesome on that.
Thank you. My cat has now decided it's cuddle time. Hello.
So,
hi.
What are some other? Let's have some other questions for Ben, folks. You guys,
yeah.
It's always exciting to have a guest.
Hugging. I've been attacked by my cat and he's demanding hugs, so this is the perfect time.
And I'm still working on this guy.
Meow, 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 meow.
Bree likes it, and Hawkeye Lego Man likes your stuff.
I'm still zoomed in. Oh no! Wait, hang on.
Oh,
Lobby.
it's all good. He's doing these crazy hand gestures.
They all wore gloves back then in cartoons. I don't know why.
Oh, so also, folks listening, our lovely audience, Ben did, I think, most, if not all, of the character illustrations for Authocracy's first book.
Yep. So what we had, one of our other artists did head images for every chapter, like painting in his style.
Yeah.
And I illustrated everything else.
Yes.
99.5% of all pages.
Eyebrow Express says, I'm still at work, so I had to leave a moment, and I come back to this absolutely beautiful power line. Bless. Yes. Absolutely.
I look forward to seeing all your stuff at the end of this.
Yeah, I can understand it's a little like, oh, I wish I could see what's happening. I can understand that.
Yeah, that's fine. It's mainly because like it would be bit risky to have the internet browser open.
Yeah.
As well as Discord and my art software.
Yeah, it's not. It's best not to push the envelope.
Yeah.
It's been working pretty good. It's been. I mean, unless people can tell me otherwise, I haven't had much issues with like your audio or anything. So, all right, I think that's probably good enough to color this guy now. I think. What's up? Geek Effect is here. Hello, Kirk Wilson.
Hello.
How are you? Let's see. Hawkeye Lego Man says, "The life with a cat. I know how it is."
Yeah.
So Brian has a question for you. What is your favorite character from Grasslands?
Oh my gosh. That's a really hard question.
Yes, it is. All right.
It's probably gonna be Luna or Lost.
Yep.
Although I think Hephaestus is groovy.
He's pretty good.
He's just interesting. Yeah.
They're all so unique, really.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, yeah, I really do like Luna quite a bit. Even though I guess is it cliche to be like, I like the main character. I do.
No, that's not what you mean.
I do like her quite a bit. I would say if it's not her, if it's like a thing where it's like, well, you can't say the main character. I think Banana Man is my favorite.
Banana Man's he's pretty special.
So, and Banana Man he made an appearance last week. If you guys were here last week, or if you saw the doodles from the show, he made a brief cameo. And also, there is on the update, the last update to the Grasslands campaign page, there was an image added with some like trading cards, and Banana Man was there too. So he started making his little appearances. And Luce has got to be Luna also for him.
Yeah.
Boba
I also like the design concept behind Lamp.
Yeah.
Because it's
yeah.
clever.
Exactly. I need to come back over here soon. You mean like streaming? Is that what you mean, Kirk? Like in general, or what? Or being here on my show? Which thing? Ray's like, all of you are wrong. It's Snuffles.
That thing is like, we're not allowed to choose the obvious choice. That's the problem.
You can't have like a favorite child. It's like, no, can't have a favorite kid.
Because if I had to, it would be Snuffles. Well, that wouldn't be fair on the others.
Ray's daughter has by far had the best reaction anybody has given me to any of the characters, which was the "Why does Snuffles have death in his eyes?" comment. It's like, that was the best comment ever.
Awesome. I love that.
Streaming, yeah, for sure, man. Hawkeye Lego Man says, where did you find the inspiration for the designs for each character? Why are they the way they are?
Is that question? It's more a question for you or for me? Because
well, you were definitely there at the beginning. You know,
I just did a few quick sketches. I was just like, how about this? And I just did a few like threw a few roughs down. And then I believe we had another artist time doing a little bit of depth work, which is where the design started to kind of surface more.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have been the stuff that you saw, like way early on.
Yep. There was definitely a little bit to like. It wasn't like a clean slate. Like it was like, here's some stuff to kind of get started. For some, there was a couple characters that there wasn't anything, but like
the early sketches I did some really loose stuff, while just it was my position to do the designs, but like a lot of the initial stuff that came up with, everything was a bit more witchy, especially for Luna. There's a lot of like big hats and stuff.
Yeah.
Which then evolved. I guess that evolved into the the umbrella. But yeah, it's like in the earlier days, it was just kind of like a few ideas being thrown around, some interpretations, and then you came along and filtered through it all, and then refined everything into some really concise design for all the characters.
That was fun. That was like, I still have fond memories of the first like 2, I think, sessions where we all met together, and it was like,
I was thinking about that the other day.
I was like, here's what I think. I was like,
Yeah,
that was fun.
it was super cool.
I mean, I was obviously happy that you guys were happy, because it's like, doesn't really do me much good if I'm just like, here you go, we don't like any of it. But
I specifically remember like the first meeting was like awesome, and then you drew a little drawing of yourself going yay, and we were like, okay, yeah, this is perfect now.
This is all right. This will all work out.
This will work out, yeah.
Boba Laveau says clearly the best character is the Weremare. It's like
oh no, it is now.
It is now. Oh man. And yes, Lou can confirm, and I can confirm, second confirm, that this character is a character, and it's in this thing, and it's real now. So, thank you, I guess, maybe?
Thanks, buddy.
Maybe, thank you?
The promise was made, and it was kept.
Maybe?
I understand and respect your apprehension, sir.
Maybe I'm happy? Let's see. Kevin breathed a lot of new life into the character designs, especially for some of the supporting cast like Lamp and the Reverend Captain Pilfer. This is true. Was the Mushroom Golem added? No, we did not add the Mushroom Golem to the story. No, we did not. No, we did not do that. All right, I'm almost done. I just need to finish up coloring these gloves, and then we can start another one. So if you guys have any other questions for Ben while he's in the middle before we start another one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to for a bit throw questions my way. So it doesn't even have to be about like Grasslands, but about the company or like me.
Anything.
Or anything.
Exactly.
What did you have to eat today? I'll tell you, pancakes.
Ben likes to cook.
Yeah.
I can say that.
I love cooking.
His favorite time is to cook is during company meetings.
It's always like I'll start cooking and be like, oh no, it's been 5 minutes. Then you hear a lot of like in the background as I'm classing around my kitchen.
I laugh. I usually I try to mute myself, because I know that I have got stuff going on too, and maybe there's kids running around, or maybe there's space heaters, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. But so you don't hear it because I'm muted, but I crack up every time. It's like you're like all of a sudden like important point comes up, and then it's like avalanche of pots and pans.
Yeah.
I laugh. Let's see. So what is? Here we go. Lou says if we hit 10K on the Kickstarter, then maybe what? Oh, add the Mushroom Golem. Look at just making promises over here. Lady Ginger says, what is the favorite thing you've made blacksmithing?
Ooh, that's a really good one. I would have to say,
That's a great question.
There was a helmet that I made, which was in an art show for a bit, which would probably have to be up there. It's a Japanese helmet that I made using... I was very fortunate to be able to take patterns off of some pieces of real Japanese armor a few years ago, which I still have. So I made it, and that was a pretty proud moment because I was kind of going, this is pretty good work. Am I good at this now? I think I might be. And
that's awesome.
The fact that someone was like, we'd like to put this in the gallery for a bit was really cool. It's pretty special. And I would say, alongside that would be, it's not like my favorite piece, but I made a helmet out of one sheet of steel. Like it's brazing, where you compress steel down into a dome out of one piece. I couldn't do that nowadays, at least not at the moment because of my health. But the fact that I was able to do it, and it was really clean work, and really solid and really good quality. I thought, okay. So it would have to be a toss-up between those two, probably.
So we've got some great other questions that I'm going to ask you in just a second, but let me pick.
Yeah.
Let's pick some new things to start drawing while we talk through these. So
Okay.
I'm going to refresh the suggestion box. So again, if you guys have suggestions, there's a little suggestion box down in the the below the video, so you can add those in. We've got Swift Wind from She-Ra, the original She-Ra, not the remake. Hypercolor shirts, a Rubik's Cube, that's a good one. A Rubik's Cube's a good one. Then we got the Jazz 90s design. Let's see what else Tamagotchi or a Furby, Teddy Ruxpin. Let me mark. Powerline is done, so I'm marking that as complete. The Glow Caterpillar toy, Goofy Gander. All right, that's what we got. So to go back to the beginning, Swift Wind from She-Ra, Hypercolor shirt, Rubik's Cube, Jazz, something 90s jazz, Tamagotchi or Furby, Teddy Ruxpin. What do you think?
Well, those are things that I still don't know. I could try Furby, maybe?
I feel like you could probably make a Furby work without knowing. I think you could probably do that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
I think. I don't presume to know your skill. But I think Furby is like a cultural phenomenon now. I think you could probably fake it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do this. What do I want to do? I think I'm gonna do the Rubik's Cube because that sounds fun. I'm gonna do a Rubik's Cube. All right, so while we start on that, you will do the Furby. I will do the Rubik's Cube, and the next question is Ben okay with making a sandwich without buttering the bread?
Yeah, it depends on the sandwich. Yes.
I feel like that's a UK thing, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Because I've heard this before, and I don't.
The sandwiches.
I don't.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. Okay, we got. So Ray asked, and Lou already answered this too in the chat, but he said, "Is Authocracy a game company or a publishing company primarily?" And he was like, "Yeah, book publishing for now."
Yes.
For now. Let's see.
We're not quite yet at the hopefully near future where we purchase Disney. We're not quite there.
Here's a very important question. Brian wants to know, what is your stance on cauliflower replacing carbs in things like pizza?
I've heard about cauliflower-based pizza. I haven't tried it, so I don't know if I can make a comment. If it's good, then I don't mind. I've heard it's pretty good.
You'll allow it?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I learned to make pizza from my Italian friend, so I do it quite like a traditional way. That's how I do it, but there's never one way to do things. And if I get the chance to try cauliflower-based pizza, I will, because I'm really interested to see what it's like.
I think I've had it one time, and it wasn't that bad. I don't remember, though, when. I think I had it one time. Let's see. Cauliflower mac and cheese is amazing. I've had cauliflower, like cauliflower rice, which was really good.
That sounds nice.
I think it's like most things, right? It's good if you make it, prepare it well. You can make anything terrible.
Yeah.
But I hate,
exactly.
like I've told you, I'm not a fan of cooking. Like, if I could, I would just have a chef. I don't need a maid. I don't need a butler. I need a chef is what I need. That is what I need.
I'd have a chef just because I want like a professional chef that I can cook with.
Yeah.
Which would just be cool.
So Lou says
I've done a very like uncursed Furby. Mine is super cute.
Lou's swinging in here trying to explain this buttering situation. He says
Okay.
buttering sandwiches is less common in the States than in the UK, but they absolutely are equal opportunity sandwich eaters in my experience.
Yes. The thing is, I don't tend to put butter on bread when I make a sandwich. It depends on what it is. Like, usually I like a cheese sandwich, but you can put mustard on bread because mustard and cheese is a good combo.
Yep.
But like, butter, maybe if I'm making a bacon sandwich, because that's just bacon plus butter is just more fun.
Yeah, I think that's my stance. Like, I'm gonna put it on like something fancy, like a grilled cheese or something. But like in general, probably not.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Probably not.
My usual go-to is like if I'm making a toasted sandwich, I'll rub some olive oil on the bread so that it gets really densely toasted, but doesn't burn.
Yeah, see,
That's usually my go-to.
this is why you know what you're doing and I don't. Like, I guess I'll do this.
I'm a fancy boy. What can I say?
Let's see. Pasta isn't something I can do as easily anymore, says Deanna. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
I mean, I'll eat if it's there. I'll eat it. Is the way I'll put it. It's not usually something I choose to do, but I will eat it if it is put in front of me. I had a really cursed pizza when I was up at my friend's place for Thanksgiving. For context, on base, U.S. Air Force here. It was leftover barbecue flank, and it was like instead of the tomato sauce, it was barbecue sauce, and then it was beef flank and chunks of pineapple with cheese, and it was awesome. Not at all traditional, but it was good. So I was happy.
The worst pizza I've ever had in my life was in Denmark. I was in Denmark and I had pizza and it was not good at all. And I remember I had a Danish colleague, native to Denmark, lived there his entire life. He actually never had left Denmark. And said, well, you see, Kevin, all these restaurants and businesses preparing food have these strict government rules they have to follow to classify themselves as what they want to classify. He goes, except pizza. Pizza's the one thing that is just like, you can we all trust you to do what you need to do. We're not going to regulate anything. And he goes, and this is him explaining it to me. He goes, so over the years, all these people, both Danes and immigrants, have opened up pizza restaurants everywhere because it's the easiest industry to break into because there's no rules. So he's like, this means you get a lot of really bad pizza. And I'm like, well, I concur, because that was probably the worst pizza I ever had in my life. And it was just like, it was just kind of gross. And I mean, there are some good pizza places, but from my buddy that lived there his whole life, he's like, no, most of them are really bad because they can get away with it.
Yeah, that's sad. That's depressing.
Let's see. Stance on mayo in burgers. I think that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, especially if it's like a fried chicken burger. Of course, a bit of mayo in that.
And then the next one is eggs on burgers. Yes, that's royal. That's where we get a royal.
Personally not a fan.
Well,
I'm not for or against.
Oops.
Most food is good food. It's just my philosophy.
And yeah, I've only had pineapple on pizza one time, and I wasn't like, it didn't bother me, but I wasn't like really into it. But I think what I did is I messed up the experience because I got pineapple with pepperoni, and I was told that was wrong, and that I canceled out the flavors or something. And I was like, well, because I was like, it doesn't taste bad, but I'm like, I don't know. So I think I need to actually try the classic pepperoni with ham or whatever.
Yeah.
Give an official answer.
Yes.
Can't stand it to be super runny on a burger too. Yeah, I don't want a messy burger, but I don't mind having eggs, like a fried egg on my burger. I don't mind that. That's just plain upsetting regarding pizza. It was really bad. It was really bad. Super gross. Super gross. Thank you again to the 18 folks that are here. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you spending some time.
Yeah.
While we chat and draw. We appreciate it. And thank you for supporting Grasslands. Anybody that has, and if you haven't, once again, !book will get you that link to our Kickstarter project that both of us have been a part of. Almost done. Only 8 more days. Tomorrow will be the last week.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
That's right. That's right, Ray. We don't make mistakes. Only happy accidents. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? For me, it's Tagalongs.
We don't have those in the UK, so I can't say, sadly.
That's tragedy.
It is.
That is a tragedy. I will say this.
Yeah, rip, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Hi, Kevin.
Hello, hello, Lou. He did the hi, Kevin. I love that one. It's great. It's super funny.
Because here's my Furby. I know that they're actually kind of cursed, but I couldn't think of how they are, so I just made a really cute one.
Okay, hold on. Let me show them. Let me show the lovely people at home. That is pretty adorable, actually. That's not really far away from. Sorry, my mouse is being really obnoxious. It's like maybe the battery's dying or something. It's like they can see your screen now. It's just lagging on me for some reason.
Yeah.
That is supposed to be a Furby. Trekkie and her mom. Ben is not using any reference. Zero reference. Thank you, Bree, for putting the book command in the chat. Appreciate it. That's really not bad. For having zero reference, really not bad.
Thank you. I mean, like, you know, I was a 90s kid, so I kind of grew up around this, like, don't quite remember the specifics.
Yeah.
I just know that they were, like, a rogue bow thing. But I thought, well, you know, that's probably what they'd look like if they were, like, a flesh and blood creature.
You've heard, so Eyebrow Express says, you've heard of Cursed Furby. Get ready for Blessed Furby.
Ooh. Yeah, let's start that trend. I'm down.
Praise the Furbs. That's actually pretty cute. Better than an actual Furby. Yeah, see, look, Trekkie Endermom says that's better than the actual Furby. So you did amazing.
Yay!
And I am done with this Rubik's Cube. We got our Rubik's Cube.
Yes.
Move that down there. So, and also, it's the last hour of the show. So we've already streamed for 2 hours.
I've been paying attention to the time.
Oh, okay.
It has been. It's nice because like I was worried that it would speed by. I love doing this, but it's since I'm looking at the clock, it's been just like flowing real nice.
Nice. Yeah.
You know, you get lost in the fun, and you're like, oh no, it's the last seconds of the thing already.
Yep.
Oh no, like yeah.
It does fly.
Luckily, yeah, this is nice to.
All right, cool. So I've marked the Rubik's Cube done, and let's mark the Furby as done.
Yay.
Put that in the little suggestion box. We do have a little suggestion box on the channel if you want to throw something in there for our theme. Our theme is nostalgia, so we have got. All right, here you go. Ready for the next round? You can do one of these old games: Spy Fox, Pajama Sam, or Putt Putt. We've got Micro Machines, a Skull Pog, like a real Pogs, the little circular cardboard Pogs.
Yeah, the little shiny ones, yeah.
And then we've got Swift from She-Ra, the original, Hypercolor shirts, 90s Jazz, and Teddy Ruxpin. And our...
What was some of those, some of the new ones? What were the games?
Spy Fox, Pajama Sam, or Putt Putt.
Gosh.
Yeah, since you're not using reference, it's a little tougher for you.
I don't know those. I might do Micro Machines.
Okay, Micro Machines. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Hawkeye says, good job on yours. On the Furbs.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I think I want to try to do this. Let me look up what this glow caterpillar thing is.
Yeah, I've just been wondering what that is.
And this is a Joseph Zawada suggestion. Joseph Zawada is known for making great suggestions. Glow caterpillar toy from 80s. Oh, wow. Yes, I now know. I think I know exactly what you mean now. It's like the one with the little sleeping cap, I believe. As in, Putt Putt travels through time. Putt Putt might be easier. That was my jam. Hawkeye Lego Man says, I had a college project where we made a Rubik's Cube. I did the math in my head to have the 6 colors in a scrambled look. I did pretty well, except the one side cube had the same color on both sides. Yeah, sounds tough. Look, I'm going to give you guys a peek at what Ben's drawing, and I'm going to take it away. It's a peek. All right, now it's gone. That's all you get.
A little preview.
A little preview, because I can't see. I have to I have to move it so I can see. You guys get to see, but then I don't get to see. All right. I'm glad this is working. Don't worry. I'm gonna get this. We're gonna keep getting this refined up. So because I do plan on bringing guest artists back in more regularly on the show, and I'd like it to be, nice little experience. So Ben's the first time since the Twitch migration that I've had another artist on. I just got to mess around with settings and junk.
I'm trying to go with like the game as well, so like they're racing around like breakfast stuff. Because I remember one of the levels of the game was on a table in the kitchen.
Do you remember, or did you have the toy of... Oh, I just forgot what the name is. Mighty Max. The toy is Mighty Max.
I didn't have Mighty Max, but I know what it is.
There were like little play sets in like a face, and you'd open the face, and it was like tiny. It was definitely like the boy version of Polly Pocket, in quotes.
Polly Pocket, yeah.
I thought Mighty Max was the coolest thing ever.
I still remember when I was like a super young little dude. I would go over to my friend's house after school. I was like maybe 5, 6. And she had Polly Pocket. I remember being fascinated by the engineering of it.
Yeah.
Like, how does all this fit in the thing? How did this work?
Yeah, it's actually the engineering is great.
Big time.
Yeah, I was all about the concept of it, and yeah, Mighty Max was like, okay, I can play with it because it's for boys.
Yeah.
Because, kids, that's how you think. But it was so fun, and they had a cartoon. They had a Mighty Max cartoon.
It did.
And I love the cartoon, and I remember, I don't remember much about it. I just remember they had Max, and they had the owl Virgil, like the owl with the purple outfit or whatever, and he was Virgil. And then they had the big burly guy. I don't remember his name. And I remember that the cartoon ended, and I remember being a child and being dissatisfied.
I have heard this exact conversation in a podcast I listened to years ago about the ending of Mighty Max.
I don't remember.
It loops. Like, one of the characters dies.
Okay.
And they're like, oh man, I've got to go back in time to make that not happen. And it loops back to episode 1. And it's like, oh, okay.
Oh man, see, because I can't. That sounds familiar. You're unlocking some core memories, but I just remember being a kid and being very unsatisfied. I was like, that was a horrible ending to this show, and it was a cartoon I loved.
Yeah.
And that was my first experience with disappointment in media.
Oh no. Yeah, it's just one of them weird things. Like, I feel like it's clever, but it's also like a cop out. Like, dude, like, end the thing, please, end it right.
Yep.
It's like, just do it.
Just do it.
So I don't know if I'll color this because it ended up being too big. It's like a huge drawing.
Here, let me show.
If you want to have a little looky.
Look at this.
Racing on the breakfast table.
Micro munchies.
Yeah, micro machines inside the micro machine. That's not a real thing. I just made it up, but
Is that a waffle?
No, this is going to be like a jam jar lid.
Oh, okay.
Like the,
yep.
Like the tartan.
Yep, I got you. That's pretty. I like it. That's great.
Thank you.
Let's
game
see.
was cool.
Hawkeye says, "Do you remember Mighty Beans and Silly Putty?" I remember Silly Putty.
Well, Mighty Beans like those jumping bean dudes that have, like faces on them.
I think so.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to cheat and copy and paste this eye, and usually when I do this, it results in something very funny. So let's see. I have
do some shaping on it. Yeah.
people. Ray loves to laugh at my copying, pasting, and mirroring of eyes because he is like a hawk, and he'll be there. Like if I don't fix it up in like 2 seconds, he's like, "That looks ridiculous." just wait.
Aw.
The orientation is not quite there. Wait. All right, so we got our silly little caterpillar. If Joseph is still here, if you're still here, Wasabi Savior 666, I would love to know why this is nostalgic for you. If you would like to share with the rest of the class.
Yes, always share the reason. That was kind of my thought process behind this today.
Yes. It's a really great theme.
Look at the lighting I just got on this. Woo.
Hold on. Stand by. Let's see this.
That's real nice.
Oh man, my mouse killing me. Let me move it over here on this side. It's just like acting like it's losing the signal. All right, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh, I see it. Oh, I'm feeling it.
Yeah. It suddenly turned very like Miami in the 80s lighting.
Oh, Matt Elder has finally arrived. Welcome to the party, Matt Elder.
Hello.
Matt Elder is
Welcome to the stream.
he is also in the UK. He is having
Hello.
I'm having nostalgia of last week's Weremare birth.
Oh no.
Hey, thanks, Reed. Hope Castle's here and threw 100 bits at me. 100 bits. Thank you, Reed.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Kind soul. Why is that? Oh, that's why. I keep doing this. Nice to see you, Reed. Welcome to the show. We're doing nostalgia today. If you have any suggestions, I have a suggestion box now. So down in the stream, there's a little area where you can put in suggestions. And yes, so Matt Elder is also another fellow artist, and he's usually here. So you guys might have spoken this in the stream chat before.
Quite.
Matt also likes to torture me with horses personally. It's his personal crusade. We had
Did you know the reason why in Miyazaki's Nausicaa manga that they ride on two-legged bird things? Because he didn't want to have to draw horses all the time.
That's genius move.
That's the reason. He was just like, I don't want to do horses. I'll just swap them out for Thingamade Up.
See, that's big brain energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's really
Absolutely.
thinking. Why do it? Just change it. Man, I gotta think like that. I gotta think like that more often. I don't have too much more work to do. This is a pretty simple one here. Just gotta color up the face. So yeah, earlier, Matt, we did I got a 60-second draw challenge. It's been weeks. I haven't got one in weeks. And we did one of the newest Pokemon starters. Fuecoco taking over all the trendy art sharing on social media.
Yes. You want to show? Should we wait until the end of the stream to show mine again, or should we bring it up again?
Yeah.
quick?
So when we get near the end, we'll go through everything.
Okay.
We'll do our tour.
So what I do is I've got every single image here in a group. So what I'll do is I'll make them more visible and shrink them all down.
Okay.
Or I can just no, actually I can turn them off and turn them off because some of these have little details in them, so I'll keep them as it.
Matt, I love it. Exclamation point horse. Matt has mentioned horse 45 times on the stream. Thank you, Matt. Keep that counter going. Let's get to the triple digits.
Yeah, it's like I like drawing horses because of like history drawing stuff, but like they are really difficult. Like you feel like trying to draw horses in motion
Ugh.
is so difficult.
It's just like there's no other thing that makes me feel like it looks bad quicker than a horse. I'm like, it doesn't look good. Like I just draw it, I'm like, this doesn't look good. Something's wrong.
It's the same for a lot of artists that horses are just difficult. Like I found a way to cheat mentally was to draw centaurs running around.
Nice.
Because I was half a person, so it's half as difficult, right?
What was so funny is when Ray was streaming, he did a stream and we were talking about horses. He goes, I'm going to tell you the secret about how to draw a horse. And so he started drawing a horse on it. I'm like, Ray, that does not look like a good horse. It's like, you are proving my point in real time. and he's like, yeah, I think it kind of looked like I kind of remember it looking sort of like an alligator or a crocodile or something. And he was like, okay, maybe this is not the best representation. It looked like a dragon. It looked like something. I was like, it does not look like a horse. Stop. Red flag.
Evil horse.
Yeah. Okay. This is here you guys can see again, this was Ben's final for the Micro Machines. Very nice, very nice. And so now we will pick another one. Let me take a look in the suggestion box, see what we've got in there. All right. Matt says horses are easy to draw. You can be 50% off and still look like a horse. People get about 5% off and it falls apart. Yeah, see, Matt's over here doing oil paintings of horses. Like, okay, all right, buddy. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the medium definitely it's got to affect it. If you're doing lines, it's like, oh no. One thing I did find out that helped is like reducing a horse image to like the primitives, like the basics, like the torso's like two egg kind of shapes connected in the middle, and then there's like a weird kind of shoe shape for the head. Like just getting as simple as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Doing the the real how to draw thingy art book stuff. Actually really works for horses. Exactly.
All right, so I just refreshed. So we've got our current suggestions. We've got that's true. This is a very specific one for Reed, but that's nostalgic for him. Chester riding Reed, so a squirrel riding a human, is what that suggestion means. And then we've got slap bracelets or finger skateboards. Those are very nostalgic.
Finger skateboards, yeah.
And then we've still got Spy Fox, Pajama Sam, Putt Putt, Skull Pog, Swiftwind from She-Ra.
Yeah.
Hypercolor shirts. Any of those? Do you want to do the finger?
I want to do the text. Yeah, I remember those.
Okay.
Do you remember the magnetic thumb dudes that came with them?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
The cartoony,
cool.
They were weren't they had a lot of attitude with their face?
Yeah, of course they were yeah. It was in the 2000s, but it was that residual 90s stuff that affected the whole skater movement that kept that kind of very punk rock.
Matt put in the suggestion box of Rubik's Cube, and I'm gonna mark this as complete since I already did it.
Yeah.
Here you go, Matt. Here's the Rubik's Cube I drew just a little bit ago. That means I get to mark both of them as done. All right, I will do. Which one will I do? Let me look at what is hypercolor shirts. I need to look at what that is. I'm envisioning a tie-dye shirt, but is that the right answer or is that something else?
I'm feeling that it's like that, but it's highlighter colors because it's the 90s.
Hypercolor.
And that's bowling alley carpet.
What is this? I'm so confused. So it is kind of like a tie-dye, but it's it affects. You can. It has some kind of heat, so when you touch it, it changes. I think. Yeah, they change color with body heat. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too. I'm trying to put the pieces together. All right. Okay.
So I'm trying to do like a man that is a hand riding a skateboard. It's very strange.
That is a hand.
I don't know if I'm going to stick with this because it's very strange. Oh, this hand looks awful.
Oh, hand! Exclamation point hands in the chat. That's another command you can type anytime you wish. Hands.
I don't mind hands too much.
But when you do, you do.
Yeah. Wait, it's where it's like an awkward pose for me. I'm gonna do some primitives here. I'll sketch out some rectangles.
Yep, drawing hands is hard. So hard, in fact, I've complained about it 24 times on this show. Thank you for the exclamation point hand command there, Matt. Definitely not as much as horses. I'm basically just drawing a shirt. This is all about how it gets colored. It's gonna be all the coloring. Only 24 times. I know, right? That one doesn't get used as much. The hands one. Let's see. But seriously, Kevin, have you drawn a weremare yet? I have not. I have not. I actually have not done any... Let me think. No, I don't think I've done any Grasslands work since we kicked the campaign off. I don't think. Maybe there is a couple.
You have been taking a well-earned break.
Yes. Two back-to-back Kickstarters was a little much.
Yeah.
But I can definitely
I
confirm.
bet you must have felt like you know that this is a real like, deep cut, like the SpongeBob episode where Krusty Krab, no, what's his name? Mr. Krabs is like sad about being old, and there's that like hyper detailed look at his like exhausted face.
Yep, it's
like
great.
I would imagine that you felt a bit like that, because that's kind of how I felt when I'd finished up Prometheus.
Yeah, and can you imagine? So like you've obviously been here and you've done this. Can you imagine finishing up Prometheus and then literally in like the last 2 days of it starting another one? Can you imagine? Like, you know what? Let's just do it again.
This is really dark, but like as you said that, the sound of like a heart rate monitor flatlining came into my head. Like, yep, it would have killed me.
Beep beep. Yep. Yep.
Like Half-Life 2.
I'm very proud of both and really happy, and I can't wait to have them with me in hand. But yeah, both at the same time, and it just worked out that way. But it's just like it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see. You can create a exclamation point weremare. I could make a weremare command. All right, let's do the colors. This shirt I'm looking at is like pinks and blues, kind of.
That strikes me as very like pink and blue is very 80s combo for me.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a good thing.
I forgot I tried that. No, there is no Tony Stark command, but there's a Tony Stark emote. There's a Tony Stank emote.
Tony Stank.
Yep, that's the name of it. That's what Stan Lee calls him in that one movie where they went back and, well, I don't remember what movie it was, but one of the cameos where he says, I have a package here for Mr. Tony Stank.
Perfect.
But some of my chat still are pretty adamant that that's one of the quote worst drawing I've ever done on the show. I don't buy it at all. I'm like, it's not bad. You guys are just full of it. But some people think that maybe I should do like an official poll. What's the worst doodle I've ever done on this show?
So, gotta be pretty tricky. I would riot if box was the answer.
Plankton, sea greens.
Hogs. And protein, and fish, and plankton, and sea greens, and protein from the sea.
That was so great that you got that.
Fox,
Oh my goodness.
Fox,
That,
Fox.
that was wonderful.
What a movie! It's so good.
Yeah, I was like, I
I always
had
been
to.
thinking like I don't know if I think we talked about it because like if they ever did, and I feel like you could probably like if you had a reboot or revamp of a movie, Logan's Run is one I'd love to see.
Yeah.
But like, how would you bring Box back? Like, what would you do? You
They-
can't just have him be this guy.
They probably make them all weird and like gritty. It's like, no.
I'd make him like the room itself somehow.
Yeah, like more AI kind of.
Yeah, because like when they spoilers for
this
movies from
Logan.
the 60s. For Logan's Run, like when they smash him up and then the room like crumbles for some reason.
Yeah, it just caves in on him.
Just caves in on him. It's like it would make more sense if he was the room, and like some kind of big creepy like System Shock 2 kind of AI thing.
Oh my goodness. They're like when you really start examining everything in the movie, it's like so ridiculous. But it's great.
It's great.
It's so good. All right, I need to sell this point home. I need to have this handprint here cuz like every one of these examples I see has the handprint on the shirt. Oh yeah. If you press right here, it changes the color of the shirt. It's probably as good as I'm going to get. Bubble of O's is Gummy Princess Peach for worst doodle. No, I don't think that one is as bad as the Bayonetta gummy bear. It was awful. I had to draw Bayonetta, which is already a very complex character design. Bayonetta
Yes.
interpreted as a gummy bear in 60 seconds.
I like it.
It was so hard. It was the most difficult thing I think I've ever had to do.
I remember watching an interesting video. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's like a video essay on where like Bayonetta is technically like a fantastic interpretation of what a modded witch would be,
Oh, Box is on
but
the
turned up to 11.
He's on the screen right now.
Yeah, my man.
All right, let's see. I'm going to show them your work here. They can see your how it's looking. Look at this. Look at it go.
Radical.
Look at the action. Look at the movement.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah. If I then do one of these and one of these, I'm gonna whack some lighting in here.
Give it a little bit of these. Put a little bit of those.
Bit of that. Oh, that looks like it's like
We
sun's
just
going down.
Yeah, we just saw like the extreme that like the movie poster for this.
Yeah, Tech Decks, the movie.
Among Us. Among Us wasn't the worst one, Hawk. That was actually 100. That was the most photorealistic to the source material.
Oh no. I like it when like you just see people just doing it and it's just like that.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Done.
Easy. Technically, character design genius if you think about it, because like how recognizable. Like so many people are looking at stuff in the real world and going, "Oh my god, it's a Muggins."
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
And that was the placeholder while they were thinking of an actual, and they said, nope, it's done.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
That was just a very, very crude, simple placeholder while they actually were going to figure out what the characters were going to look like.
Amazing.
And then the team
That's cool.
fell in love with them, and they just said, no, we can't change it now.
Yeah. Usually the way it goes, you go, we'll change it later, and then you go to look at it, you're like, I love it now. It's too late.
Yep, exactly.
Ain't going nowhere.
So we're going to sit on yours for a little while because I finished up my shirt, which was relatively easy. So you have the floor. We're all looking at you now.
Oh.
We're going to stare at you until you're done.
Oh god.
I'm going to go into the suggestion box and mark these as done. This has been great. It's a nice little tool. I like this suggestion box. This is the first time I've used it. Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay, we can turn off these. Finger skateboards is complete.
Yeah, I added a swoosh to it though. Little color swoosh.
Look at that swoosh.
Yeah.
And hypercolor shirts is done. We can mark that as complete.
Excellent.
Hawkeye says that's great quality, not gonna lie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Ben knows what he's doing. He's an art director.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope he knows what
In
he's doing.
fact, I feel like it needs a little something. Just a little. He's happy. He's doing a little. He's doing his little thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You ready for the next one?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So here's some more options for you. Rubik's Magic Rings. I guess that's a thing. I didn't know that. So Rubik's Magic
Never
Rings.
heard of those. That sounds scary.
A drive-in movie theater.
Oh.
Let's see. Our squirrel riding a human. Let's see. Spy Fox, Pajama Sam, Putt Putt, Skull Pogs, Swift Wind from She-Ra.
What is specifically a skull pog?
Like so Pogs, right? As we were talking about,
Yeah, I know
the
Pogs,
little,
yeah.
but like a skull one, one that has a skull on it.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna do Skull Pog.
Oh, dude, the skull.
You can do a few. Do like it's a circle, so you can do a couple. All right.
Also, I'm not going to cheat and do it like just a head-on flat circle because that would be cheating. I feel.
That hand is really good, says Boba Laveau.
Thank you.
All right, which one am I gonna do? What do I want to do from this list? Let's see. A yo-yo. That one
I
catchy.
specifically remember like
commercial.
you get pogs in like packets of crisps here as a promo thing.
Okay.
And I remember it's like, I now have to carefully wash this cardboard thing. Because it's easy. Why did they do this?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
So that's a bit weird.
Let me look up what this is. Oh, yeah, we're not doing that one. I didn't even realize this. Swift Wind from She-Ra's a horse. I'm good. I'm all set there. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, let's see. Let's see what this is. I think I know what this is. 90s. Oh. Now okay. I was looking at this earlier one about the jazz 90s design. And now I know exactly. I looked it up. I know exactly what this is now. I'm doing this for sure. All right, so let's get this design here. You guys will know too as soon as I do it. It'll be clear. Don't you worry. Everything will be clear. The Swift Wind. Too late. You looked it. You have to do it. No, it doesn't mean just because I looked it up does not mean I have to do it. Oh, that's not the right brush. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, I knew you would. Knew you'd get it if you. Yeah, that's all I needed to do. All I needed to do was look it up. Love your work. Are you complimenting Boba Laveau on giving me horse suggestions, or are you being sincere? I could kind of see both of these being real. Have you been enjoying this experience, Ben?
I have. I love streaming. I've done it very rarely when like a friend is doing a thing. And I have loved it then, and I'm thoroughly enjoying myself now.
Nice. Good. I'm glad to hear
I just wish I had the... Yeah, man. I very appreciate you having me on. I wish I had the capability to kind of host myself.
Yeah.
Because I probably do like a little thing. I don't have the infrastructure in the place where I live at the minute.
Yep. Nope. I know how that goes. All too well.
Also the computer to handle it. But I will one day.
I know all too well. Does anyone remember or has experienced the cereal straws? Yeah, the like spirally ones that you put in a box of cereal. Of course.
Yum yum yum.
Yep.
Well, I was thinking of the ones that like the ones that are made of cereal, and they get soggy as you use them. But they're still good.
You like an actual thing? Yeah. Okay. Where? Yeah. Which one? What are we talking about? Are we talking about the loopy cereal straws they would put as a toy in the cereal, or the edible?
Yeah, the ones that are like
straws?
super. The ones. The ones that are super thick. So it's like you can slurp up cereal with them.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll have to wait. Explain yourself. Which one are you talking about? Okay, now I want to do another layer. Now, get ready. This is where this all comes back together, folks. This is when you're is exactly what you're gonna say. I need the right blue. That's critical.
I should have done my trademark gasp. Too late now.
You,
That one.
yes, that's the one. I need the pencil, I guess. I don't like that. Why is it like that?
Making up some bugs. This is kind of, I don't know. It's kind of okay.
So Hawkeye did mean the ones that are made like edible, like you were talking about. Not
Oh yeah. Do they not still make those? I feel like they should, right? I hope so.
That's a great question. I have no idea.
I hope so.
You guys should be getting this now. At this point, what I'm doing, it'll become clear. And I need a dark purple. Yep. The loopy straws are another story.
What was on Pogs? Just like random stuff.
They were like pop culture ones. Like, I remember having Jurassic Park and Star Trek Pogs.
Wow, Star Trek.
Yep. Original series. Because I like a Spock one.
Spock. Okay, that's what I'm going to do on this one then. I'm going to draw some crappy Star Trek.
Alright, that is definitely nostalgic, that cup. You'll see afterwards. You'll see.
Okay.
I needed to look it up, and then I'm like, gotcha, now I understand. I had a totally different, in my mind, was thinking totally different. Alf Pogs. Did you have Alf Pogs, Bubble? I looked it up, and they looked like they were in stock. Fruit Loops and Cocoa Crisp you can get, apparently, right now. Alright, I'm switching back over to you so they can watch you work for a little bit. Since I finished
I'm
my...
trying to draw like a real stinky Captain Kirk here. Hang on.
Oh yeah, let's make it happen. We got this. I will go into our suggestion box and mark some of these off. So Pogs, make sure one's a skull though. One has to be a skull.
One is a little skull. A little skull I did. There he is.
Joseph Zawada's here. Joseph, I drew your creepy caterpillar from the 80s, and I asked if you had a reason why it was nostalgic for you. Let's see. I need to mark off the... Oh, that was much earlier in the stream. What was that? Where did it go? Yeah, here we go. The jazzy 90s cup design. Complete. I just thought it was gross looking. That's fair. I kind of thought it might be that. It's like, it's just gross. I looked really quick at your canvas, and I thought that was like Bobby Hill or Hank Hill over there. Like really, really cool. I was like, wait a minute.
That's my purse. I don't know.
No, it's Captain Kirk.
Yeah, of course.
Look at him.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. All right, so this.
Let me just make sure by zooming right in.
Yeah.
There you go. That's surprise.
That's great. All right. The next is more than likely probably going to be the last. Do you want to draw another personal nostalgic item, or do you want to do another one from the suggestion list?
Ooh.
It's probably the last
I feel
one.
like there's a lot of stuff in here that I don't have any idea what to do.
Yeah.
So maybe I do one more me one.
Yeah. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. Let's see. I have guests over tomorrow, and my lighting were all. Yeah. No problem. I had to dip to put some pennant lamps up. Matt says Captain Kirk needs to be on to another female alien punk. That was the solution, wasn't it? That was often the solution. Let's see here. Let me refresh. Oh, yeah, that's great. That's a great one. The pins that have the little multiple... You put the slides down for the different color tips on the pin.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
I remember those.
Original Simpsons, where the animation was off. Yeah, that sounds kind of fun. Let's see. How about original Homer? The original Homer design.
After party chocolate milkshakes.
He looks so weird. The early version of him.
He always the old voice sounded like he had bread in the back of his throat. It's like, oh, sounds like this, but it was just like, go out for some milk, And what? It was right back there.
Yeah, it was the same voice actor, wasn't it? He just reapproached it.
Yeah, it was. And took. I feel like it was the same with Family Guy. Peter Griffin was a bit off, a bit different.
Yeah,
then
exactly.
You fall into it after you've done it for a year or something. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. I have the same thing with drawing characters. It's.
Yes.
Not that it's gonna be bad, but once you've drawn it a handful of times, it kind of settles. And you're like, okay, this is it.
I definitely I got that a lot with when I was doing Prometheus. One of my background panics was everything's going to be off model forever.
and
it freaked me out, man. That really got to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I've already looked at some, just a few of the earlier stuff I did for panels of Grasslands. I'm like, I could probably do this one better now.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'll wait and see how it feels. But yeah, when you draw a certain thing, a handful of times, it definitely I feel like that's the best way to describe it. It kind of settles into its design. It's that's where it's gonna be. This is kind of starting to look like Professor Farnsworth here a little bit.
Professor Farnsworth. I can't do it. Farnsworth. No. I can't.
He's the good news, everybody.
Good news, everyone.
See, there you go. You found him.
Good news. No, it's not quite good enough. Not really.
Yeah, wow. He really does have this original version of Homer. Does have very Professor Farnsworth head shape going on here.
Yeah, it's weird.
Let's see. Please keep doing racist. Please keep doing voices.
I can do other voices too. I can do Peter Griffin.
Here's a secret behind the scenes tidbit. Ben provided the voices for 2 of the characters in the Grasslands animated trailer.
I did.
I'll give you a hint.
I'm not going to elaborate on which ones.
The only hint you get is that it wasn't Luna. That's the only hint you get.
Yes.
Luce's question for the both of you: what Wait, hold on. Let me move this a little bit. When you reflect back on your time at Autocracy, what are you most nostalgic about?
I brought it up earlier. It's sitting in the garden with Joe after having reconnected with him after it must have been 6 years of just not being in any contact because he just vanished for personal reasons. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm back down at home," and then we're sitting in the garden, hanging out, talking about story ideas, and then it's like, "Oh, what if company?" Just kind of occurring as a conversation piece, and then it like happened, and it's a thing now, and I'm not quite sure where that time went. It's just amazing to me. It just legit. For me, that's the big thing. I think the other one, I can't pick just one. I'll pick a few. Would be like, I think the first call we had with Lou before when the air of like, oh man, this is really serious was like in the air, and then it's like, no, we're just a couple of boys just hanging out.
Yeah.
And like everything, and it's like that first call when Lou was like, oh, now I can relax, okay, and it was something like really comfy.
I
good,
I remember the first meeting.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yep, that's pretty.
And just like
great.
Yeah.
When was this? What
All of it
do you know? What year? Like that the garden meeting? What year that was?
Oh man, I want to say 2018, 2019.
Okay.
Maybe 2018 probably.
Gotcha.
Maybe a bit before then.
Gotcha, Roger. Yeah, I think so. For me, what's fun, the moment I think about, like my most nostalgic Autocracy moment, for sure, is sitting at Northeast Comic Con, which is a show I'm going back to again in just a couple weeks. Northeast Comic Con at my booth, selling my stuff, and Lou was the booth next to me, the Autocracy booth, and we'd already been talking a little bit here and there through the course of the weekend, and there was a moment when there was nobody at either of our tables, and he said, I think I have an idea for one of the IPs we're developing that your art style would be really good for. And
Yeah.
that's like, that was the very first time that like I have a vivid memory of that first sentence. And you know, to be perfectly honest, because I gotta be fair, I didn't know if that really meant anything. It's like, yeah, you know, whatever. Okay.
In those initial moments, you're like, oh, fair, cool, let me know, and then you have to wait and
Yeah,
you know,
and I mean,
see what happens.
I was fully prepared to never hear anything. I was already like, yeah, no, it's fine. Because I mean that, you know, there's a lot of that in like creative freelancing. You know,
hugely
a lot of like really great talk and stuff's gonna happen, and then you never hear anything. And so it's not like I was like, you know, dismissive of it. I'm like, cool, but I was like, yeah, all right, well, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. But
I understand, yeah.
That very first moment, it was like, I think there's an IP we're developing that your art style would be really good for. I'm like, oh, really?
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Matt says, please keep doing. So we have two people saying, please keep doing voices. Kevin, do Yoda.
Oh no.
Do Yoda.
Do Yoda. Oh, so I have like Psycho Yoda. I always sound crazy when I do Yoda.
So you're he's already been on exile for a while on Dagobah and has lost his mind.
Yeah. Dagobah, like boiled brain Yoda, yeah.
This is why you fail.
This is why you fail. This is.
Or however.
Everyone has their light switch moment in the company where they realize it's all good vibes, in my experience. That's what Lou says.
Aww. Yeah, I think so. And I think, like, you know, it's something that I've talked to a lot of people about. It's like the idea of like, oh, you know, being a professional for a lot of people means you have to have a professional persona that you like maintain.
Yeah.
and that's like different from you as just a dude person.
Oh yeah,
And I hate that.
100%.
Always hated that. It's stinky, and it's not not good. And yeah, I'm not about that, and I think none of us are about that. So
It gets kind of. I mean, I had to live that life for many years.
yeah,
And it was very much an act. Like, not to say that I was not sincere, but you had to like put on an act. I remember being in meetings where people that I was much closer friends with, like real life friends with, and they'd be like, "You just sound so different in those meetings." I'm like, "Yeah, because I have to use like a different vocabulary." Because it's the only way. Like, I remember sitting in meetings being like, I can't believe I have to use these dumb words, but if I don't use these dumb words, people are not going to care what I have to say. And like, I would literally say the same thing, but I would use marketing words. I'd use buzzwords. You know, like, I wouldn't say things like, "Oh, I think it'd be a great idea." I'd have to say, like, "I think this would give them the most return on our investment." Right? Like, I can't just say it's a good idea. I have to say, give me a business, and it's just exhausting. It's exhausting doing it.
Yeah, it really is. It's just like, oh gosh, it gets in the way of you just being able to kind of embrace the situation in a weird way.
All right, let me move. So yeah, we've only got 9 minutes left. So for me, that's not necessarily enough time to start another drawing. So I'm just gonna kind of rearrange.
Well, I just finished my last one. And I will need to explain what this is. This is actually really special.
Nice. That's awesome. So let me just move this, and then I'll switch it over so they can see what you have, and you can regale us with the tale. Let's see. How many did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the 60s. That's pretty good. I've noticed that my average used to be about 13 per episode. That was kind of my average. And then I've also noticed in the last couple months, the quality of each one has gone way up, and I'm doing less of them, which I'm fine with. It's just an interesting evolution of the.
Yeah.
I think my brain is too busy thinking about. Like, I know this is like supposed to be quick and loose, and it's just like for fun, and it still is. But now I'm also acutely aware of like, oh, can this image be used as a thumbnail? Can I use this as a sticker? Like, I'm thinking of multiple applications for things, so I tend to start, whatever. You know what I mean? So, I think...
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah, hi, Hawkeye Lego Man. All right. How long to do a yo-yo? Matt's like, give me the yo-yo. Been making easy suggestions. Sistine Chapel in 5 minutes? Yeah, let's just knock that out.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see yours, and you're going to explain what this is. This is just a image from Google.
What, mine?
It's so photorealistic. No, okay, there we go. It's great. It actually does look like.
Thank you.
I thought for a second I was looking at your reference image. And I was like, are you going to show the thing you drew? All right, go ahead.
This is something near and dear to my heart that like kind of resurfaced from memories recently. When I lived in Croydon still, like way back before I moved down to the countryside, when it was just me and Mum. I remember that we'd go to the market, go to a bakery, and one of the things that she'd always get me was one of these, and it was an ice cream cone with like marshmallow instead of ice cream covered in sprinkles.
So that's a marshmallow?
That just kind of came back to me recently. It's a marshmallow cone, yeah, with sprinkles.
Oh wow, okay.
Like kind of like not just a marshmallow, but like marshmallow the material, so to speak. Like, you have like marshmallow fluff is a different form of it,
Sure.
Big scoop of marshmallow in it, with sprinkles all over it, and that just kind of came back to me recently.
Wow.
And I've been thinking about this thing a lot over the past few days.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm having big feels about this little snack thing that I used to get when I was still in the single digits way back when.
Maybe you should make yourself one.
Been thinking about it. I'm gonna look up how to make marshmallows.
There you
so I can do it.
I think you should. That's great.
Yeah,
That's awesome. And thank you, Reed.
Thanks.
Reed threw some bits into the chat. So see you later, Kevin. Yep. Thank you, Reed. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here and being generous. So we're at the end. So we're gonna take a tour. We're gonna go back and look through all the stuff that we drew. So
yeah. Do you want to do me? Should we do me first?
Yeah.
And I can close this, open the stream, and see your stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Okay.
the first thing
got
was
my canvas.
Yeah, go ahead.
First thing, if I go to it was Bionicle.
This is what made Ray fall in love with you.
Yeah. The best thing Lego ever did.
That's
even
pretty
if
good.
they hate to admit it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, dude. And then the next one was Shadow of the Colossus.
Nice.
And there's some writing. I was working in that corner for some reason a lot of the time. I don't know why. Then it was a rotary
Probably the
phone.
best drawing I've ever
Ray
done.
says that was the best drawing. The first one was the best drawing.
Yeah. And then my memory of the yellow submarine, which is real janky.
Give us the
and-
zoom in on the guy's face. Look at them.
Yeah,
They're great.
Oh, they are?
Look at them.
And then it was the going to the lobby boys.
There they go. Look at them go off.
Move that in the middle. Yeah. And it was the cute Furby.
Yep. I like your color palette. I like the colors you pick a lot on stuff. You have a very
Thank you.
a very warm
Oop.
color palette.
Yes. I didn't name that. Next one. The next one was Micro Machines. Racing on the breakfast table, zooming
Yes.
around.
Love the jumping car.
just-
Looks great.
And then it was the tech deck.
That's a winner. That's pretty
Yeah.
great.
Thank you, man. There's a paint there. Oh, there's a smile. Then it was the Pogs, which are like, yeah, but you know, the Kirk's pretty good.
the Bobby Kirk Bobby.
Kirk, yeah.
It's great. It's great.
Captain Hill, and then my super special
Captain Hill.
marshmallow cone from when I was a kid.
That like honestly though, I'm not
And
even
then
kidding. That one looks like I thought that was the Google image. I was like, okay, where's the? Oh, whoa!
Wow.
I was like, wait a minute.
Thank you, man.
Like
That's really kind of you.
that's pretty good.
And
That's
of
some good
course,
stuff.
we can't forget my Pokemon.
Oh yeah, you're
challenge,
60.
which
60s.
is not at all. This was it Fuecoco? Was
That
it
is
called?
that is Fuecoco, the newest Pokemon. He had no idea, no reference. He just made it up.
Just like, why is it not a coconut that's on fire if it's called Fuecoco? It doesn't make any sense.
It's
Bizarre.
that's great. Eyebrow Express
So
says
that's all the,
blessed Furby, holy Furby.
Oh! So yeah, that's all my stuff.
Matt
Hell yeah.
Matt wanted to know, is that a Pac-Man on fire? No, that's a coconut on fire.
So I'm gonna stop streaming so that
Okay.
I can jump into the stream
Yep.
and see what you have.
No problem. I will.
And let me just close my art software so that it doesn't lag out. And I will jump on stream.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Bubble Levo, a non-terrifying Furby? Thank you. Joseph has scarred me. This is true. Joseph likes a lot of very, very cursed Furbies, but they can be okay.
Yes, I've seen some horrifying stuff that people
Yeah.
have done with them, like the long caterpillar ones that go around like the whole room.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah. Ah, so I am in.
Okay, cool. You can see now, too.
Oh, I love your cassette. I like this, like the very blobby, like low res, but it's clearly
Yep.
Super Mario World. Oh, look at the little Mario.
Yeah, he's there. He's... Look at Yoshi's face. It's like the one eye.
Can you zoom right in on his face for me?
The one eye going off to the...
I like it.
So yes, that was the first. That was the Super Nintendo, and I really
That's great.
The cartridge design is so nostalgic to me.
Yeah,
The-
big
the-
time.
the
I can really
SNES.
like, I have like a muscle memory kind of feel for the whole like You know,
Yes.
that whole like you blow
Yeah.
in the thing, and which apparently you weren't meant to do.
Yes.
And then you push it in, and it clicks in, and then you press the reset, and it's there on the screen, comfy.
Thank you, Lou. Lou says, "Good show, fellas. I'll catch you both on Monday." Yes, you will. Indeed.
Yeah, dude, catch you then.
Let's see. Matt Elder says Yoshi eating magic mushrooms. Yeah, a little bit. The Alolan, that's the Alolan variant of Fuecoco. That's right. That's a good point. So yes, the cartridge shape for the SNES and the cartridge shape for the Game Boy are like, I think, my most nostalgic game shapes.
Yeah,
For like cartridges.
The Game Boy Advance
Yeah.
cartridge shape for me, I can still feel what it felt like to click it in.
Yeah, isn't that great? That's crazy.
I just remember that feeling. Yeah.
That's wild. All right, so the next one. So then we just started diving into like suggestions. So this is the red Power Ranger that was supposed to be the green one. I drew the red one.
Oh yeah.
So
Cool.
It's so funny because I'm like, wait a minute, this is not the green one.
That's good.
So here is a better version, better subjective, of Fuecoco. So it's
I love him.
He's
Is
like
that what he actually looks like?
Yeah, he's like a chili pepper.
I love him.
He's like a red chili pepper with a little sprocket of hair, and his mouth is like an alligator.
He's great.
So, but the flaming coconut is pretty great.
Thank you.
Here, this is the jazzy '90s design. It's that
Oh,
design.
yeah.
This.
Okay.
This.
Yeah, the blue and purple like food court.
Yes. Exactly. I was
Oh,
like,
I love that feel.
It definitely take looking it up to realize that's what it was. I was like, oh, now I got it. Ray says it's an apple. It's not an apple. All right, here's the Blockbuster VHS tape container. This is for Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh, oh yeah. Oh, dude, that 100%. Like the kind of the blank.
Yep.
Like it's blocked. Then you've got the thing written on the side. Oh man, yeah.
And here's my letters,
Wow.
my scrunched letters at the end because I ran out of space. It's fine. All right, we have Homer, the original Homer.
Oh wow.
His head shape is definitely Professor Farnsworth from Futurama. Like that is the head.
Yeah. Amazing.
Here's our
That's super
hyper color shirt that would change with body heat. So like all the examples have like a handprint on the.
I see. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Here's our creepy caterpillar from the 80s.
Oh, okay.
So I don't like. I kind of remember it, and I kind of don't remember it. But so there it is.
Yeah, I don't recall that.
Here's a Rubik's cube,
Yeah.
and then here is Power Line from the Goofy movie.
I see. I recognize that design now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it reminds me of what's his name? Phoenix from a Demolition Man with that hair.
Yeah.
If it was 100%. That's really cool.
I think
Look at
there. So there it is. That's nostalgia on a canvas.
that. Amazing. Look at that.
Thank you for drawing with me. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on, man. I've had a really good time.
That I'm not swearing, but that cup reminds me of the Dixie cups. Yep. Glowworm. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to real quick find another channel, another artist who's streaming on Twitch right now that we can raid. If anybody, while I take a couple minutes to look, if anybody has any questions for Ben, if you want to talk about anything, remind the folks where they can find you and anything you want to talk about while I find.
Yes. So you can find my socials. I am Ben Mills Works on Twitter, which is it's spelled exactly the way it sounds. My website is also benmillsworks.com, although it's incredibly outdated. I really should, use my social media more. I really don't, but I am being pressured into doing it more, so I will be. And
the world
aside from
deserves
that,
to see it.
yeah, that's for dang sure. Yeah. So that's kind of it. Yeah. There's not really anywhere else that I'm findable except for via autocracy itself, of course.
Yeah, and you know, we mentioned it earlier. The book Prometheus, which is the first book through Autocracy Studios, has a vast majority of your artwork in it.
It does.
So that is
99.5% of all the illustrations in the book are mine.
Let's see. So I'm just skimming
I'm
through.
Very proud of it.
Some other artists here. Drawing Cookie Run character. What is this? Let me take a look at what this is.
Ooh. That game has really adorable art design.
It's looking like it. Okay, and this person has a microphone, and they're talking, so that's good.
That is good.
So, Hawkeye Legoman says, Ben, when you think of a fuzzbone, what do you think about? That's a very interesting question. I don't know what that means.
Well, it's either a very like fashion conscious skeleton who wears a lot of like faux fur, or it's like a skeletal disease you get where your bones turn fuzzy or something. I don't know.
Jesus. Okay.
I think I'll go with the first one because it's more fun. Fuzzbone is, yeah, or it's like how skeletons feel when they get all bashful because of something wholesome. They get all fuzzy.
That was an expert class in handling that question. Bubble says, when can we see the cloud stream? So yes, I have my next art challenge video series on YouTube are finding hidden artwork in clouds, and so that is coming up. I asked patrons to take cloud photos and send them to me, and I got them. Hopefully,
you're welcome, Hawkeye.
Yeah, nice. I forgot you can actually see now. So hopefully that'll be soon. I'm just waiting. I'm actually working.
Kind of like kind of like the ink blot. Stuff where yeah,
exactly.
Oh, that's cool. I never do that with cloud foot. That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I just naturally sit in like, you know, I sit in the car sometimes, and if I'm like sitting at a light or whatever, and I'll see things in clouds all the time. So I thought it'd be cool to like actually do a little video series about it. And neat. What is next week's? Oh, that's also a really good question. Next week, there will not be a stream next week because I will physically be at a show. So I will be at the Northeast Comic-Con next Friday. The show is Friday. It's Friday night. It actually goes, I think it closes at 8. So I will literally be working, so I can't stream at the same time. So unfortunately, there won't be a stream next Friday because of that. And I think, let me look at my calendar. I think there won't be one either the next Friday because the next Friday I have another show, GamerCon, and but I'll have to take a look because I don't remember if that show was 3 days or if it was 2 days. If it's 3 days, then I won't be able to do it. Meaning it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, not just Saturday, Sunday. I'll have to take a look. So we may have 2 weeks apart from one another. I'm definitely not going to be here next Friday though, but I'll have to take a look because Grasslands ends, guys. The campaign ends in 8 days.
I just saw that you did Toriko from The Last Guardian. Come in the Doodles of Fame. That makes me happy.
Oh yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? Yes, I did.
I love that big silly creature. So sweet.
I was trying so hard to find a horse cloud. That's really nice of you. So yeah, unfortunately, due to the events, I won't be able to do a stream. I'm sorry. I know. All right, so we are gonna go raid this streamer named Your Mix. Thanks for watching. Huge shout out to all the amazing folks who support my work over on Patreon. Patrons have access to a ton of exclusive content, such as high-resolution files of all the artwork I drew during this episode. They even have opportunities to directly impact projects I'm working on with their input and get real gifts in the mail every single month. Check out patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws to join me along my art journey. Be well, and I'll catch you next time.